Hey everyone, Anthony, Bangin Beers podcast. We're here. I always forget what number episode we're on. Just doing 4 shows, I lose track.
I think like 44 or 45.
We're around there.
We're on an episode of some number.
Yeah.
That is more than 20.
I realize this is as close as we're probably going to get to a Valentine's Day thing, because we have a lot of like strawberry and chocolate cherries and chocolate covered cherries and candy hearts.
And
fleshlights. So this is like a weird like a Valentine's Day beer episode in a way, with 3 different ones. But we have a lineup of 6 tonight. Pops will be joining us very soon. He had to make a long drive from New York, and I guess I got some bad weather, so he's a little behind. But on the phone is I'll let Jason introduce the phone guest.
So we have Steve Keck. He's the creator, correct? Is that right, Steve?
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah, of Kegtron.
Kegtron.
Yeah. So
what does Kegtron do, Jason?
Well, I don't know. Let's let Steve tell us what Kegtron does.
Well, before we get, how did you find out about Kegtron?
I actually kickstarted Kegtron.
So you kickstarted it?
I'm down from day one.
Right.
Yeah.
OG right here.
Hell yeah! I saw a need for it, and I fulfilled my need.
What about it? We'll get there. But what about this that you read the Kickstarter? You're like, this is what about it drew you to it? What do you like?
So, like, the biggest problem with having draft beer, in my opinion, is you never know how much is like left in the keg, you know. Mm-hmm. So the only thing you can do is like pick it up and kind of like shake it and guess how much is in it.
Hold your breath.
Or like weigh it or something like that. And this fulfills a need for that because it monitors the pours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I mean, he pretty much got it right there. I've been brewing since, I won't say how long, but, same problem. You know, you have beers on tap and you're just guessing. And, I have my own keezer, which is, a chest freezer converted into a kegerator. And it's really hard to get in there and lift anything. I mean, It's not just open the door. You got to reach over, try to lift, and it's packed tight as a drum. I have no idea how much beer is in there until it blows. And so I figured, that's a solvable problem. And the thing is, people have done this sort of thing before, but no one had bothered to try to make it in a form that was like easy for people to, do at home, rather than these guys that are doing DIY stuff on the web.
Yeah, because I've seen stuff like this in a bar where it was monitored, like on a screen. It would show like the barrel of beer, and it would kind of show how much is left in it. But in my looking into this, I never saw anything that was kind of like that was user friendly for a home market. It seemed like there was a need that needed to be filled, and you kind of met that need.
Yeah, that was the thinking, is that, it's technically, this is not rocket science, but how do you do it in a way that, anybody that has a kegerator could install this themselves and, not pay, a ridiculous amount of money to do it. And so I've been an electrical engineer for 20 odd years out here in Silicon Valley. So building the product wasn't necessarily, a huge technical challenge, but it's like, how can we do it in a way that is, there's a viable business there, but it also is at a price point that is, within reason for some, not everybody, but, for some.
Right. Yeah, because like I saw the Kickstarter and I was very interested because, as I said, this was something that, I like gadgetry and stuff, but I also like a product that's going to meet my needs and fulfill my needs. And this was something that I was definitely looking for, because I did run into that problem of having beer on tap and not knowing how much was left in the keg. And like being a gadget guy and stuff like that, I'm like, what? I can hook this up look on my phone and see like how much is left in the keg. It's like I'm up on the commode, and I'm like, let's just see how much beer is left in the keg. It's like up on the phone, Bluetooth connect it, bam.
He messaged it because he had a beer that he's been sitting in his one system for a while, and he was like, hey, could you guys come over and help me get rid of this beer? And we're like, well,
right.
How much is it? And he goes, I exactly have 14 pours left. And if you guys all come over and drink too,
yeah, it was like you couldn't drink the IPA until you drank the other one. And we were pushing it off, So like,
well, you pretty much got it there, right? I mean, it's, you know, how do you plan if you don't know what you've got? And you know, it just, you know, like anything, you kind of like to have a picture of what's happening.
Right. So basically, like, then Kegtron, so we tell everyone what it is. It's basically a pouring or liquid monitor that sits in line with the keg. It goes from the keg to the Kegtron to the faucet, and every time you pull that faucet, it monitors the amount of flow through the Kegtron, correct?
Exactly.
And also it has presets, so if you have like a six-stole or if you have like a regular keg or whatnot, all that stuff is already in there, like the quarter kegs and stuff. It's already like pre-programmed. So when you tap the keg, you just say, okay, you know, I have a six-stole, I have a quarter keg, and it's already calculated.
Right. That's the idea.
Okay, cool. So, like the Kickstarter thing, how did you decide to go through Kickstarter and do this?
Well, you know, it was my, you know, I'm not a career entrepreneur, and so I knew how to build product, and but getting something out to market was kind of intimidating for someone that's trying this for the first shot. And, you know, there's all kinds of stuff on Kickstarter. Some of it's cool, some of it never sees the light of day. But the one thing that does do is it gets the word out that, you know, you wouldn't do if I just created Kegtron and I threw up a website in a hope for the best, no one's going to see that.
Right.
Kickstarter, you know, there's a lot of people out there looking for cool stuff, and it kind of forces you to kind of get your act together as far as, you know, put together a video and really describe what it is. And at the same time, you know, start kind of driving that interest. And when you build a hardware product, the price is really a function of how many you're able to build at once. Mm-hmm. So it gets you to critical mass. So I figured all those things, I need marketing, I need to get critical mass to get, in order for it to be, you know, economically viable. And, you know, Kickstarter was a pretty cool way to do it.
Right. And the Kickstarter was very successful for you, correct?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we now to be, you know, the interesting thing about Kickstarter is that it never dies. So had I failed, it would still be up there and show it with my name that I can never erase and how we did or didn't do. So I knew that going in. So, you know, we set a fairly modest target, but, you know, we doubled the target. So that felt good. And, it was definitely a big learning experience, but also pretty cool because, you know, the cool thing about Kickstarter is it's not Amazon, right? People aren't just there to go shopping.
Right.
People back something because they think it's pretty cool, and they're willing to, you know, put some skin in the game, and, you know, there's some potential risk, but the people are kind of invested in it as opposed to, I just want to buy something off Amazon and get it primed next day and send it back if I don't like it.
Sure. So who was all involved in the project? Is it just you alone that's in the company, or?
So it's myself and my wife are the main folks, but, you know, the way it works when you build any sort of electronics is that you have to find the right manufacturing partner and there's a lot of logistics involved to kind of to get things out the door. I mean, a lot of people can do a prototype in their garage or whatever, but that doesn't really scale. So, you know, yes, I'm kind of the main guy driving it, but, you know, there's like a army of minions out there that I pull in at different times depending on, you know, if we're going through production or we're doing a software release or, you know, what have you.
All right, so we are going to get back to a question here in a second. We're going to take a quick beer break. We're going to. So you have a beer in front of you. You said, right? This is one of your beers.
Absolutely.
So what are you drinking tonight?
So, you know, I've been homebrewing for about 25 years or so. So I have a homebrewed ESB. It's like a Fuller's ESB, but it's on nitro, which is kind of fun. So I figured I'd never tried that before on an ESB, but it works.
Cool.
Awesome. We're actually. I'll let you plug it. You picked it up.
All right, so the first one we got tonight is the chocolate cherry sweet tart from Rotunda. It is a chocolate cherry sour.
So I had their sweet tart. We actually went and had it, and it was the strawberry banana.
Yes.
And it was fantastic.
It was really good.
Yeah.
This is really good.
This is so. Every time for me, just the way my taste buds work. Every time I hear chocolate, it's a darker beer, and it just tastes like coffee. And I never really had a beer that actually hits that chocolate notes for me. This did it. This beer here is really, really good.
I don't taste any chocolate, man.
Really?
No.
I do.
Yeah.
Just a subtle hint for me.
It tastes
chocolate.
to me. It tastes like because when I go to Rita's, I get the cherry gelato with the chocolate ice cream, and it tastes like a chocolate Tootsie Pop. Mm-hmm. I'm getting it obviously still has the harder beer flavor at the end, but I do get that chocolate cherry taste. I think this is really good.
I got cherry, but not so much chocolate.
I pick up a slight chocolate. It's more tart than sour.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely
well,
more
the
tart
sweet
than
tart
sour.
beer.
Yep.
Yeah, I
really
think the chocolate kind of cuts the sourness a little bit.
Yep,
Yeah.
I think so.
And it's got that it's like a cherry cordial, like the candies.
Yeah, I kind of described it as like if you melt a Tootsie Roll on a cherry and then you ate it. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Yep.
Awesome. No, I'm sorry if you want to go back to your
Oh,
question.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I just wanted to get a quick drink break here.
No, it's cool.
We're getting
cool.
thirsty.
Absolutely.
So,
Should've
like,
brought an auxiliary beer.
when you created this product, what were some of the hurdles and like challenges that you had to come over? Like, did you run into? I mean, I'm sure there's like some roadblocks that you sort of ran into along the way. Is there any good stories or anything, or was it pretty?
Well,
smooth sailing?
yeah, it's a learning experience taking a product to market because, especially as you're running a small operation, you're trying to learn how do you not only build a product, but how do you get the word out there? How do you get it tested, etc. So it was eye opening in lots of ways, but I think I would say probably the most challenging thing is figuring out, okay, how do you take a cool idea that you can technically make work, but how do you take it to production? That's
Right.
That's an interesting challenge. So, we managed to find a great partner that was based in China, but is actually owned by a German engineer. So this basically a German engineer set up shop in China. So he's got all of his German engineering, background. But in China, you have, it's manufacturing capital of the world, and you put those two together, and it turned out to be a great partner that helped us, get through all the minutia it takes to build this stuff.
Right. So the people should know that this is available. If you have the Kegtron, you can use this on the Android as well as iOS, correct?
That's right, yeah. And you can do it on your phone or your tablet.
Yeah. And do you do the software programming?
I did, actually, and that was a learning experience, too. And but, you find out pretty quickly where you're good at and where you're not. And so I did the majority of it, but then, pulled in some help to help pretty it up a bit. But, yeah, that's an interesting thing, too, is, you can't just do program for the device you have in your pocket. You got to support, what other people have out there. So
Right.
Coming up with a strategy that can do both Android and Apple at the same time is pretty important.
Yeah, I mean, like I know that I requested a couple features for the Kegtron, and actually they were met. I mean, one of the things I wanted to know was when I tapped a keg, what the date was, and so I could set it in there to say like, okay, I'm an alcoholic. Maybe I need to slow down, because like I tapped this keg on the 1st and it's like the 10th and it's like halfway done or something, But my experience with the product has been really good. I mean, the requests that I had, whether they were big or small, were met. And, using it, like I said, for me, it's been very beneficial in determining what I want it to do with it, as far as monitoring, how much left is in the keg. I mean, it definitely solves, it definitely it solves a problem. I mean, in my opinion, I think I can't see how you could have beer on tap and not have something like this. I mean, to know where you stand with it, you know. I mean, it's definitely.
Yeah, and I don't know if any of you guys are home brewers, but you know, being a home brewer myself, you know, the usual method with a keg is you pick it up and you shake it.
Right.
Well, if you've been home brewing, a lot of times what happens is you get lots of sediment that will that all get to the bottom. You start lifting and shaking, you've got a cloudy beer all of a sudden, which, you know, unless you're doing a hazy beer, that's not cool. So it's a little side benefit there of being able to not have to lift and shake.
Right. And I noticed too, with the product, you can offset it a little bit. So if you kind of are falling one way or the other, you can kind of dial it in to where it's really accurate, which, you know, is another good thing as well. As far as the future, what are you working on anything else, or are you looking to maybe upgrade or do new things with it? Is there add-ons?
Yeah, well, you know, there's been a lot of requests that have come in for different things. You know, that the challenge is to be able to support them all with the limitations we have with the processing on it and so. But you know, the other thing that's happened, as this is originally when we came out with Kegtron, the idea was, okay, I'm solving the problem that I have at home. I'm a little guy. I've got 4 kegs on tap at home, and I know a bunch of other people have kegators that could probably use this. But as we started selling this, there were a lot more businesses that said, hey, I really need this for my business. I have no idea what's on tap, and now there's a way to do it. So there are a lot of business kind of specific features that people have been asking for that, you know, we're looking to find ways to support, and we've got some stuff in the works that'll help address that. So it kind of takes a lot what we've learned on the first generation and apply it to new stuff in the future.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I could add anything as far as my experience with it, the only thing I kind of would say that I would probably change if I could is when you're connecting the hoses to it, that one at the very, very bottom is very, very hard to get a clamp on it. If you could stagger how the big, you know, kind of make some of them longer and some of them shorter to get a clamp on the one, I think that would be very, you know, kind of beneficial. I actually ended up, sadly, I took a Dremel to mine and I cut a piece of the plastic off the I honestly did. I cut a piece of plastic off the bottom of it because mine just sits in my kegerator, you know, in a horizontal position. So I don't need to mount it to anything, but I actually took a Dremel and I cut a piece of the plastic off so I could get a hose clamp on the bottom of that one connector and screw it in good because, you know, I didn't want it making a mess or something. Yeah, well,
it's funny you bring it up because, you know, being one of the OGs there, one of our original backers, you know, that was an issue that we found, you know, hey, these are particularly on the dual port, things are pretty tight.
That's the one I have.
Yeah, and so the subsequent builds, we actually modified in the enclosure so things are spread out more, so you can get a real worm clamp on all of them without busting out your Dremel.
Hey, look, I did what had to be done, you know.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
So, but yeah, I mean, overall, I've had a really good experience with it. I mean, I think it's a really good product. I think it really does solve and meet the needs of what I wanted it to do. It met my expectations. Where can people purchase this?
Well, the easiest way would go look on Amazon, and you'll find it pretty quickly. And you know, you'll see a bunch of unvarnished reviews, so you can see that it's actually real and not just, you know, our friends here posting. But Kegworks is also you know, a big distributor of keg products in general, bar accessories, and they also carry Kegtron. So whichever you prefer as part of it, you can go right away.
Cool. Yeah, I left my review on Amazon. It was, all positive review. So,
And just for the people listening, you said you live in the Vegas, right? Or Nevada?
I'm actually at San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh, okay. That's right. Yeah, so that's right. Silicon Valley. I'm dumb. Sorry. Yeah, you're the California area. We're from Pennsylvania, so we've never met. This is literally Jason reached out and said, we do a podcast. I use your product, and here we are. So, like I said, Jason's been backing this for a long time, and I definitely appreciate you calling in and talking. So my question, without ever using it, how accurate is it? So have you ever had it where it told you had a pour left, or how close to the now? Once again, you have probably the first model that this is, and revisions have been made, right?
Yeah, I've actually tweaked mine quite a bit. You can tweak an offset with it, and I can get it pretty close. I mean, I've tweaked it actually quite a bit, and I've had a lot of discussions with Steve over Facebook and Messenger, and he's been very helpful. Mm-hmm. That's another thing I can say that's great about this product is if you touch base on Facebook with Steve, I mean, Steve's there, and it doesn't matter when it is, he gets back to you, and I do appreciate the good customer service that he has provided me. I can get it. I can get it within 1 or 2 pours. I mean, and I'm constantly kind of tweaking it because, see, with the Sixtel, which is what I run a lot, I pretty much if you get it and you throw it on a scale, there's a certain weight that it should weigh. So if you throw it on a scale and it comes back, I don't know what it is, it's like 56 pounds, 58 pounds, I can't remember. It's probably at a good starting point. I mean, because you could get a keg that's underfilled, it does happen.
Yeah.
But if you throw it on a scale and
hard to prove.
Yeah, you kind of get it in there. I've got the offset, I think, pretty good now. I think I've really kind of had the product and dialed it in to where it needs to be. And yeah, I mean, look, before I had this, I could tell you if there's like 10 left or 2 left or whatever. Look, if I can get it with 1 or 2,
perfect.
I'm happy, because like I said, when I get half a barrel or a little less than, I know it's time to order something new, and get it in and get it going, So, but yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say it's pretty accurate. You can kind of fine tune it and dial it in and get it where it needs to be.
Now, this is also a product too that does not just cater to someone with a home cake system. Like a bar can install one of these and use it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have quite a number of commercial customers. I think our biggest install is 24 taps. They're using this.
Wow,
guy. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So
they've got a dozen of.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I think that's just the phone. I think our biggest install is 24 taps. But most of the people are. I would say the majority of our customers are home users. Some are home brewers. A lot of people just beer lovers buying their Sixtels. But we also have some corporate customers. Guys, you guys know about WeWork. So folks out in the London office found out about us, and so we have a number of sites out in London that are using Kegtron to keep track. So their whole big deal is that they want to be able to supply free beer to all the people that have their shared office space, and so if they run out, people get angry. So
don't need that.
So they've got Kegtron, and then they're going down there, they're checking every hour and seeing if it needs to be changed before they run out. So
if I was a bar owner, I would definitely want something like this, where I can look at my phone and be like, hey, just so that you know, you're under 10 pours left in your thing. Be mindful of that, and just know you have to put a keg on, because there's nothing to me. I mean, I don't own a bar. I never poured beer like that for a thing. But there's no more embarrassing feeling what it looks like to a bartender, especially if you're not the owner, when you're like, oh, cool, I'm really excited, I want that beer, and they go to tap it and it kicks, and the bartender gives you that face like, I am so sorry. You know what I mean? But like this way, if a bartender's like, just giving you heads up, this is close to kicking, just, you know what I mean? Like it would be something that even customer to bartender, or, you know what I mean? It would be a nice connect, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the only other thing that I would say that would be cool with this is, the Bluetooth, I was actually really surprised. That's how it actually monitors it, through Bluetooth. Now, I live in a 3-story house, I can be in the basement, I can be on the third floor, and I can see what's going on. It's not an issue. The Bluetooth works really good. But Wi-Fi, I think, would be really cool. It'd be cool to have.
Yeah, you're not the first to ask, that's for sure.
Yeah, because I read through some of the reviews and stuff, and I know, like, the only thing, like, people were saying, too, was, it's like anyone can come into the house and, like, flip the Bluetooth on and connect to it, and they could reset it or mess with it, I mean, I don't have people like that coming into my house, but I could see in a bar sort of setting.
So
where
you would need to have a little bit of protection.
Yeah, a little extra like code.
Yeah,
to connect
if you're in a business, you want to be. It's fun to mess with your buddies, and I've done it actually with my friend's Kegtron. So he'll come over and I'll change the name of his keg to something extra creative.
Yeah.
But if you're in a bar, that's maybe not so cool.
Yeah.
It's funny too, like the Kegtron. Like, how did you come up with that name? Because it's funny, every time I hear about like Kegtron, I always think, and I don't know if you've seen it, but Pabst Blue Ribbon has a beer handle that's like a robot, and his name is Kegtron.
Wow, and lots of people will say that too. Sometimes that A gets in there. I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah,
but I don't know about that handle, but I need to get it now, I guess.
Yeah, like Pabst Blue Ribbon. If you go on eBay or you look for it, if you put like Kegtron tap handle, like PBR has like a robot, and his name is Kegtron.
The second one's for stouts.
Wow. Okay. That's very interesting stuff.
Yeah. So that's probably where people grab
never
that.
heard of it, but definitely thinking of kind of that kind of old school sci-fi kind of thinking when they came up with it. But
yeah, it's a great
sounds like
name.
that fits the bill.
I like it.
Now, please, when we end here, just send all the links over to your stuff over to myself, the number you called, or over to Jason. And if anyone who is listening and watching, definitely go check out all the links below. It'll link you right to the Amazon, Facebook page, website, everything like that. It's a fantastic product.
It really is. I mean, like, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm a big fan of his product, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted him on here.
He is the techiest nerd I've ever met in my life.
I'm not that bad.
And he's a tinkerer. He tinkers with everything. So like when he has something,
God bless his soul.
When he has something he's into, man, he wants to show it off. He wants to show his buddies. He's like a mad scientist.
Look,
so like he's really excited about your product. He loves it.
Where do I mail the check when we're done?
If I could get like maybe a free shirt, I'd be fine. But look, I really do.
Wink,
I mean,
nod.
Yeah, it really is a good product. I mean, I did Kickstart it. I was excited to get it. It's very easy to hook up. I mean, you're literally just throwing it in between the lines of your kegs. I mean, it's super simple. I mean, you just plug it in and, set it and forget it, It's the Ron Popeil thing, man.
Does anyone else have any questions?
No, everything sounds awesome. Maybe if I ever build my keys, I'll.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like if you have beer on if you have beer on tap, you got to have this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid not to.
Local bars should look into it as well.
I mean, and it's relatively expensive or inexpensive, I should say, right? I mean, what's the single? There's two models, right? There's a single tap, double tap, and then you can daisy chain the double taps together, right?
Exactly. You got it.
So, like, what's the price point for these?
So right now, I think our single is $150, and if you do the double, it's $240. So you definitely save money if you go per tap. If you go for the double, assuming you're lucky enough to have two beers on tap. And if you have more, like you said, you can just cascade them.
Yeah, cool. I mean, is there anything you wanted to add, or any? Obviously, we're gonna put all the links to Amazon and your website and your Facebook page where people can go and check this out. I mean, did you have anything in closing you wanted to add?
No, I mean, it's just a great opportunity to to talk to our backers. The people that are that's one of the cool things about doing Kickstarter is that you do find people that are genuinely into it and they're excited about the product, and I'm glad we're able to fulfill what we were setting out to do. So thanks for the opportunity, Jason, and good to talk to all of you guys.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really appreciate you coming on. I mean, it was great to talk to you, and I know I've bugged you a lot over Facebook with questions and stuff, but like,
he's passionate.
I mean, you really, you really were there. Like I said, I mean, I was just messaging him the other day. He's probably like, shit, I got to give this guy my number. He's like, he's like, I'm trying to make these quick disconnects and everything. Joke's
on you. This isn't even a real podcast. He paid us. He just wanted
I got his number now. I can call him at midnight. No, it's cool. It's cool. I like gadgets. I like just, simplicity. I like, I'm always looking, I don't know. I just got like freaking flow control faucets for my keggery. I don't even need the fucking things. I mean, the things, the beer pours fine without them, but it's like, I want them because
just want something to play with.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, we've got 4 here at the office. Yeah. Actually, it's a good stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, the thing is, you could do worse than to sell products related to beer because I'm really into beer when I'm not even talking about Kegtron. So when people call up or have questions, it's actually pretty interesting stuff because hey, this is not selling spa parts. We're selling stuff to serve beer. I mean, what could be better than that?
Absolutely.
Do you guys have merch like T-shirts, stickers?
We do not, but we have been queuing up a T-shirt order here, so we need to get on that, I guess.
Yeah,
so I guess we got a little incentive now.
Once you look, if you watch back on YouTube, the table we're sitting at is literally a 10-foot long table covered in stickers, and every single time we go to a brewery or anything like that. So if you get stickers, let us know. We'll buy a couple off you as well, and we'll throw them on the table.
Strategically placed.
Well, I think you already bought them.
Well, listen, we really appreciate you calling in. If you ever have anything else new going on or you're putting out a new product or something like that, message me or Jason and we'll have you back on and talk some more.
Yeah, keep us posted about future endeavors.
Will do. I really appreciate the opportunity, guys. Great talking with you.
Absolutely. We're going to drink some more, so cheers. Have a good night.
Cheers, bud.
All right. Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good interview, man. Good job.
Yeah, well,
You were nervous, but you got it. You nailed it.
Nervous.
You were scared.
You're a fanboy.
You're a fanboy a little bit.
Look, I mean, I like it. I saw it on Kickstarter. I'm like, this is fucking exactly what I need.
Listen, not many times that you can kickstart something, it actually goes through, and then how many years later you get to talk to the guy.
Here's the thing.
That's pretty cool.
That was the first. That was the first time I kickstarted something, and the last time I kickstarted something, and that's only because I believed in what he was doing, and he had something. He had a need. I had a need that he fulfilled.
A practical item.
Yeah,
I kickstarted one item. I kickstarted a video game.
Yeah,
and I kickstarted it, and I didn't hear anything from it for 4 years, and then it finally came out, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, because you kickstarted it, you get to play this months before everyone else." So I got to play the game for months before it hit general public, and
it was Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, the video game.
Oh, okay.
Nice. It was a giant hide and seek video game, which is now huge. And I kickstarted for like $35 and played it. Like it was like being a part of something like that is fun. Mm-hmm. So I definitely tell people check Kickstarter out.
Yeah,
and you never know what's on there, and you're helping small business.
Yeah, it was so funny. I just stumbled across it because I think I was actually Googling or trying to search for what he was doing, and I'm like, there it is, I'm like, this is perfect, so I was like, fuck it,
I've never heard of Kickstarter.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's a cool thing. People put video games, movies, literally, like, I can kickstart.
It's crowdfunding.
Yeah. I can literally say, my laptop sucks. You like this podcast, check us out, and you can kickstart, and people will give money. Like, they just
It's
give you
like
money.
if you have something you want to produce or something.
Huh?
And
Why'd you do that?
I'm weird.
Yeah. you can put it out there and get people to invest in it.
100%.
Give me that MacBook Pro.
I've done quite a few of them. They became successful. Even Bloodstained.
He kickstarts video games all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like Bloodstained. I was like, boom. I
Yeah.
even like did the little higher tier ones.
So
then, too,
I
just
definitely want
because.
to go revisit this beer again.
Okay, so chocolate cherry sweet
real quick.
tart by Rotunda.
Yeah,
from
so our
Anvil,
first
PA.
two beers of the night, because we jumped right into it. So thank you once again for the phone call. Everyone go check it out. Links are going to be below.
Definitely.
Also in the links, I usually do this in the beginning. Go check out our previous episodes, other content you see on this channel. And if you want to support us, we have merch. So, Kegtron's working on it, but we have t-shirts.
Not Kegatron.
Kegtron.
See, you threw the A in
I did.
there.
I threw the
It's
A
not
in.
drunk Megatron, Tony.
It's
Come
my.
on.
It's my.
I shouldn't have brought up Kegatron.
It's my past
all your
Ruben
fault, man.
leading out.
We'll be getting cease and desist.
I should have. I actually have Kegtron. I should have brought him for the episode.
Oh no, you called him Kegtron.
But we have t-shirts, hoodies, if you just check out the link below, we do have a merch page. You could buy some stuff, and all the money is going to fund our laptop. Because I'm not gonna lie, I scrapped the whole idea of doing video because I was really frustrated and I was bummed. And Jason's like, listen, and he was honest. He's like, I don't do anything when it comes to the edits, but you just can't get rid of video, so I'll figure it out. And I was like, all right, I got to figure this out.
We're pretty visual. As
Yeah,
far as,
and I was like, you know what,
goes.
I don't want to fucking lose video, and I figured out a solution, which is the craziest thing ever. So it's cold out, so my laptop's sitting on the back porch rendering videos, and the laptop doesn't have to work hard to overheat, so it's sitting in the cold working, and it's rendering videos like a champ. Problem is, I need a new laptop or something to figure it out by summertime, because we screwed all over.
Throw it in the refrigerator.
Yeah. The hell?
Heidi, I'm emptying the freezer out. We got to make a video.
Get a fucking ice block or a bag of ice on the damn
She'll be
thing.
like,
We'll get
can
like
I
a Yeti.
Can I get
with a charging
right.
with like a charging point?
Figure it out.
I'll literally have a table set up next to my AC and then in the living room, and it just be, the AC will be cooling the laptop all day because I edit so many videos. But I have a laptop that I am looking at. It is quite expensive, but I'm also paying more money for it because I want it to be something that can last me the next 10 years. Realistically, the laptop I have now has lasted me over 10 years.
You want to get another 10 years out of this new one.
And listen, everything
Put your
about that
money where
last
your mouth
top,
is, yeah.
people shit on Dell. My last Dell was fantastic, and I'm planning on going back to Dell again. It's just because they give me it's worked for me.
Cool.
So yeah. Anyway, first two beers of the night, Rotunda. Then we have two. Imprint is back again.
Yeah, round two.
So we have two more imprints, and then of course, because New Trail always makes our episodes because we love New Trail. That's there, and then we're going to end because it is Nugget Nectar season. So we have Nugget Nectar, and we did pick this up at Jimmy O's Sports Bar in Frackville. So thank you to those guys and Ange for putting it aside for us so we can get it and have it for the episode. These Rotundas were picked up at Rotunda the day of the can release.
Yes, sir.
It's funny because I put in the chat, like I took a picture of the chocolate cherry and I was like, I need this in my life. And as I hit send, Andy hit send and goes, I'm going to Rotunda this weekend for that chocolate cherry. I was like,
funny.
This worked out amazing.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, shit, we're going to do, like, we did an escape room down there. So we're like, oh, let's go to Rotunda.
Did you escape?
Might as well.
Yes. We had 9 minutes left.
I want to do one, but I will if it's me and Heidi, we will fucking end up fighting
Oh,
each
there's
other.
so much fun.
Never did it.
There's one in Syracuse.
Really?
There's actually one in Shepton.
In the
Yeah.
mall.
There's one in Pine
There's
Grove.
Yeah,
one
too.
in
Pine Grove. There's one in
Shepton.
Shepton, right on the
Get
main
the
drag.
fuck
Yeah.
out of here! Wow.
You have to get out of Shepton. That's
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's
the-
one Shepton. Get the fuck
That's the
out of
key.
Shepton.
I think the
Thought
one
getting
in,
out of Shepton was hard. Wait.
I think the Shepton one I read is they have like a Cold War espionage theme one and like a nuclear apocalypse theme one.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking Shepton.
They just stick you out in the woods.
up and up, up and up.
It's like in a big house right on the main drag.
Wow.
Oh, that's something.
So for the first one we have here, the chocolate cherry sweetheart.
Yes.
Overall, what do we think?
I enjoyed it. I didn't get like the real tart. It was just like a really tasty, sweet, like candy beer for me, at least. So I gave it a 4.
This sweet tart series is fantastic. This is the second one of the series I had. I would definitely keep going back for more.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I gave
Definitely.
it a 4.5.
Whoa.
I gave it a 4.5.
High roller.
Wow.
Really good.
Holy fuck. It's wild.
The chocolate wasn't overpowering. The cherry wasn't overpowering. It was a tart, not a sour. But I thought it was really good.
All right, I'm finding the cherry sweet tart, but I can't find the chocolate
I
cherry.
already tagged you in that one.
Oh, thank you.
Oof.
I went 375.
375?
It's good. I couldn't drink a lot of them though.
No, that would be like a good like novelty beer. You
Yeah,
have
it's a
one
good,
and then
like I get a lot of the chocolate on the back end.
Yeah.
Like it's like a nice like chocolatey aftertaste, but it's like Uzal said, it's not overpowering, but I think it cuts a little bit on the sourness of it.
yeah,
Yep.
and I don't mind that either.
No,
It's just
that's
a
fine.
good tasting. Like I said, like a candy beer.
Yeah, it tastes like the chocolate covered cherries, like the ones with like the goo in
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I'm giving this a 4.
Whoa,
I'm going 4.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I think it's a very tasty beer. I know a lot of times I'll have wheat beers, and I'm not a huge wheat beer fan, but this sweet tart beer lineup they have, it's just been a knockout of the park for me the entire time. So I gave it a 4. Jason?
I actually gave it a 4 too. A 4 as well, I should say. I mean, I didn't taste any chocolate, but I did taste a lot of cherry. I'm sure it has lactose in it, so I can't drink a lot of it. But I mean, it's
Don't
good, you know.
don't tell me you're gonna say
Fuck,
that's okay.
I should have before I took my pussy. Oh, do you still have some? Can I take a sip of this?
Do you want to
Go
take the rest of
for
this?
it,
I just wanna take a sip.
No,
You
go
take the rest of
ahead.
it. I
No,
have
go
it already.
ahead. Go ahead.
There's no coffee taste to the second one.
He's mad now.
Yeah, what is the? I know this is Rotunda,
Chocolate
but-
strawberry.
chocolate strawberry.
This is technically a stout, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's an imperial
Stout.
It's 11.2.
No, it's 9.1.
8.9.
Is it 8.9? I think 9.1.
I thought
Oh, 8.9.
If I have,
Yeah, I checked
I
that
don't
one.
have, I don't plan on having children, but if I were, after that beer, I would name my first child Rotunda.
Really good, isn't it?
That's fantastic. It doesn't taste like coffee at all.
No.
It tastes like chocolate.
The beauty of it. You know what the funny thing is? Since you got me a good segue here, I have a lot to talk about.
We'll get to that. Let us catch up on this first. Let us
Okay,
get this,
catch up on that.
let-
I want
let
to
us-
tell you about a stout that I had.
let us plug
2 weeks
Rotunda a
ago.
little bit here.
I don't want to say it's a complaint. I just think the flavor profiles are mild.
Really?
Yeah, I was not. Now, I don't know why I didn't pick up the chocolate taste in the first beer, but I didn't really. The strawberry wasn't overpowering. Wasn't predominant.
Right.
I want to say overpowering. The strawberry wasn't predominant in the second beer.
It kind of was like low. It was like low key in
Low
this
key
stout.
strawberry. I was expecting
Yeah.
it to be more strawberry.
Yeah, you wanted to punch you in the face a little bit.
I think it's a chocolate bomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like it does have that has that hint of strawberry, but it doesn't make it too fruity.
It kind of
Yes.
like Rotunda did with the chocolate and strawberry, put it on one same frequent wavelength, and then made it a stout. That's exactly how I can
But
describe
it's
it.
really good. I gave it a 4. I'd love to give it more. I just didn't pick up. Maybe it's just me and my taste buds, but I wasn't picking up.
Now
the
people
strawberry.
are putting coffee in the flavor profile.
No, there's no coffee.
I don't
in that
really
flavor
get
profile.
I don't really
know where
get
they're
coffee
getting it
in
from.
this one.
I
gave it
listen.
4.25.
The smell, yeah, but
If you
taste,
if
no.
you are a fan of this show and you have listened, every stout I take a tiny mouthful. I say this tastes like old disgusting coffee, and I spit it out. I requested a second pour. Like I'm not listen to say it has zero coffee. I can get a subtle maybe roast taste, not coffee, a heavy roast.
I get more of like the aroma of it than
Yes.
I do like a taste of coffee.
I think
with
that's
this
what it
one.
is. The smell is tricking my tongue a little bit, but for the most part, once again I wish it maybe had a little more strawberry to it. But it is. This is the first stout I had that tasted like chocolate. This is I. What did I give this? I just lost it. Let me look. I gave it a nope. That's the cherry sweet tart. I think I gave it a 4 because just in general because I just never. This a 4.25. I gave it a 4.25. I've never had a stout that I enjoyed because it always tastes like coffee to me. This is fantastic. Great job.
I originally gave a 3.75 because I thought it was too sweet, and then I revised a 4.25 after it sat a little.
See, it's not super sweet either. Like it has a nice.
Yeah, the first time I had it, I felt like it was like super sweet, but after like letting it sit and mellow a little bit more,
Yeah.
it kind of
100%.
Be a good dessert beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely. We'll slide these over to the side here.
Actually, not a big fan.
No.
No, 275 for me.
275.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not a big cherry chocolate guy.
Mike, this is your boy here. Get him.
Hey, I like Mike, but it can't all be home runs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, listen, I like it.
For
honesty
me,
is good.
again, like 2.50 is middle of the road. So anything above 2.50 is above average.
Yeah, so it's not.
So-
You're not saying it's a terrible beer.
No,
It just-
I'm saying it's slightly above average.
Yeah.
But I
good-
mean,
good call out.
like I'm,
Not your bag.
it's I'm not saying it's not good beer. It's just
Yeah.
not my beer. You
Yeah,
know?
listen. The reason I'm gushing is just because I expected to hate it and I didn't, so that's why I really enjoyed
Well, you know,
it.
Mike is engaged, right?
Is he? Shit. I mean, I'm
sorry.
married too, but we could be on the low, Mike.
Undercover brothers. Undercover
So,
lover
speaking of
brothers.
breweries, I just want to get some quick news out here for you guys. And I didn't put it all on the Facebook page, but we did book some breweries, which I'm pretty proud of. I didn't expect this many breweries at one time, so it's a lot of work and it's traveling for a lot of weekends, but I know everyone can't make it, so we'll figure out who goes where. But our first, we'll just say that the month of March is Bangin Beers is doing some cool stuff. We have double episodes because we're still going to record on Fridays, but first Friday we'll still do, but then Saturday the 7th we are going to be on location at McNiff's in Monty City. Second time doing it. Fun fact is the first time we did this is when we met Jason and we fell in love and Jason joined the show. But we will be back at McNiff's and we'll be doing Irish beers. So we'll probably film early and then we'll hang out for the day and hang out with people and drink some beers and have a good time. But it's going to be all Irish beer themed because McNiff's is very into their St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to do it early and kind of let people know what they're getting and they're pumped about it.
Sounds certainly like fun.
And McNiff's has always been good to us.
Yeah.
Not just us as a podcast, but to my family, you know what I mean? To my dad, to my brother. They're just really good people.
It's definitely one of the classier places in town.
yeah.
Like,
and it just,
very nice.
I love the family. They're just
Yeah.
a great fucking
no,
family.
it's nice. It's clean. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Yeah.
there's some other places in town I could say some stuff. I mean, I can go in there and I can breathe. You know,
Yeah.
and I do enjoy breathing.
Yes.
So
and the food is fantastic.
yeah,
If you're a big
and
food person.
there's a variety of food there.
Yep,
Quite
and
a
they
variety.
do get craft beer. So if
Yeah.
you're a craft beer fan, you can have a good time.
Yeah, and
with
that's
that.
where we had the Yingling chocolate for the first time. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool.
Then that same weekend, so Saturday night we're at McNiff's, and then we're going to try to get it together for Sunday. We're going to Harris Family Brewing Company in Harrisburg. I was told it's a scary neighborhood, right?
Allison Hill.
Where's it at?
He's just laughing.
Yeah.
Allison Hill in Harrisburg.
Scary. What?
Where at?
Allison Hill in Harrisburg.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm excited. This is a cool thing for us as well, because not just for us, but for beer. Harris Family Brewing Company is the first black-owned brewery in Pennsylvania. All black owned, so really cool for them. Definitely breaking down barriers, and we met them at Brewfest. Very cool dudes. So I'm excited to try their beers. It's something they've been working on for a while. So we're pumped for that. Another brand new brewery opening up. We're excited to go experience. We had it once again in Pottsville. We had it at Retro Lovely Ball.
I know who
Noise.
you're talking about. Yeah.
So we're going to Liquid Noise the weekend after, Sunday. And then the weekend after that, we're going to Hamburg. We're going to 1787. So that, for the month of March, we have 3 breweries in a row that we're going to go out.
Weekends packed with beer.
And first off, I want to thank Mellow Mink because obviously we did a good enough job that other breweries noticed it and said, "Hey,
That's awesome.
we'd like you to come do that for us as well."
That was a good episode.
Yeah, they were cool
They're
as hell.
Very nice. Yeah,
They just put it out again. They're all about it.
They opened the door for us, so hey,
Yeah, 100%.
greatly appreciated.
I know I reached out to Evergreen, and once I kind of said, "Hey, we just did Mellow Mink up the street,"
They're like
Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Yeah. Okay.
Evergreen. So that is something. It's in the works. It's not. We're not booked yet, but we are working on it. They want us to come up. They have some
great.
stuff going on.
Yeah, they got some good stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some really
And-
cool stuff. It's a
and
cool
then-
place, too.
Yeah, very cool.
I think it's. I don't know if it's because it's just perfect placement on where it is in the table. It was not purposely planned, but the stickers I think benefited us here. So where I sit, I take pictures of everything in this general vicinity, right? So Hidden Stories is in a lot of our photos. I don't even tag them. I just put the photo on the internet, and they follow us and like a lot of our content, even if it's not beer related. So I reached out. I said, "Hey, man, you guys show us a lot of love on the page. Would you guys be interested in us coming to the brewery?" And they're like, 100%. So they have a brewery, but they don't have like a restaurant or something where people can come and enjoy their beer.
Right.
They mostly brew and then put it in other places.
Oh, okay.
So
I was
we're
just gonna ask that.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Hidden Story Brewing Company in April on the 26th. So 4 breweries since Mellow Mink. I'm very proud of that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're making cool progress. And then the next month after that, we have Brewfest out the ass that we're going to be going to. The Renaissance Fair, which is one of the most fun I've ever had in my life the first time I went. Then the following weekend, Schuylkill County Brewfest. And then the last weekend is the pepper one, right?
Burke's Pepper Jam.
Burke's Pepper Jam. So we have some Brewfest we're going to go check out as well. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hot sauce and beers.
Hot sauce and beers, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of cool stuff in the works, and a lot of this comes down to you guys and showing that support and tagging breweries and letting them know we exist. And, you know, places like the Cake Stand in Monte City, the Craft House in Minersville, the place in Bloom you go to.
Yeah, Bloom Brews.
Bloom Brooms. Like we get our beers from you, and we tag these breweries and give them reviews, and then they come back and say, "Hey, we liked your review. Do you want to come and try our beer here?" That wouldn't happen if we didn't have these places that provided us these craft beers in the area. So it's all goes hand in hand, and we're super, super thankful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's get our next one in, and then Ben, let's get 2 beers out, and then I'll let you do your plug. All right. They are here to drink beer. You know. Listen.
All right.
I just listened to a podcast where they said we run a tight ship, and I laughed. All right, so let's try to.
Yeah, or they're my buddies from the.
Not
It's
anymore.
Just
I
Beer.
stole them.
Oh no!
I stole them.
No!
I stole them.
Oh no! No!
The Crowler definitely has me intrigued.
Yeah, the Crowler has a little bit of everything in it. While we're pouring, I'll talk about what we're talking about a little
So yeah.
bit. So there's a
'cause
podcast called It's Just Beer Podcast.
My buddies from New York.
All right,
that
they're
they
Ben's
have-
buddies. Get it
Thank
out there
you.
so he fucking
Thank you.
he stops crying. They're out of New York. Ben has met them numerous times at Hudson Valley releases. They do a podcast. They do a great podcast. They're good at what they do. They're a lot of fun.
Looks like carrot juice.
It smells like
First thing in their flavor profile is thick.
it smells like a mimosa.
Holy shit!
This
Look
is
at
like
the
that.
little
looks like
bit of
orange
beer.
juice.
It had like a little nip.
This is like this one last time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure we
Consistency.
shake this.
Look at the fucking buoyancy in that.
What is
There's
it
like
called?
a little. It's called
Oh,
Mindsplosion, and it has. It's a collaboration. It looks like it's from Heavy Reel Brewing Company
That's
and
it.
Imprint.
Yeah, just heavy imprint.
They do their thick and smoothie mashup: passion fruit, mango,
I think I
and
just
pink
bit
guava.
into something.
And there's no ABV on this.
Pulpy.
This is fucking fruit juice. I had it before.
Very chewy.
Hold on one second. Chocolate.
Probably should have rolled the can a little.
Yeah.
Well, look at me.
It's like puree, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
It really is.
Real quick, I'm going to go back to that chocolate cherry. It's been checked in 27 times according to Untapped. Six of my friends on Untapped. It averages a 4 for the chocolate cherry sweet tart. So it has about 40 check-ins, and
Scared.
and it's been averaging that. I'm going to go back to the other one real fast while we're here.
Let me do that one because
That is
I kind
thick.
of.
Yeah.
So
Well, while you're pulling it up, the one we're doing now, Mindsplosion, has been checked in 385 times.
This is a collab.
Yes.
It is a collab with Heavy Reel. It averages a 4.33. One friend checked it in and gave it a 4.25. I'm going to almost guarantee that was Ben.
no, it was not because
No.
I don't check my beers. I keep it ambiguous. Well,
And for the show,
yeah. So like I'll
Look
try
at this
these.
guy.
I'll try it out and then I'll be like, all right, I can try. I can
It's-
rate on the show.
it smells like a mimosa to
I
me.
feel like I need a straw to drink this.
I want to like drink this with breakfast.
Yeah.
It's like a thicker mimosa.
it's
Yeah.
chocolate milk. It's like fruit milk. Look at fruit milk.
It is tasty.
How thick it is.
It is tasty.
It's
like a
tasty, but it's a
smoothie.
little thick.
Here's the thing with
yeah, it's a little thick.
Imprint does this weird thing with these juices where they're not even making beer at this point. They're just making these weird juices.
Yeah.
But people fucking love it.
Listen, as
It's
a beer,
not bad. It's
as
I
a beer
mean,
drinker, they're very tasty. But if you're someone who's looking for a beer flavor, you're not getting it here.
It's not bad, but that's
little
not
too
beer,
thick.
man.
We-
I
we-
mean, I feel like it's stuck in my teeth, to be honest.
We didn't shake this can at all. We didn't move. We should have
Nope,
probably.
we fucking-
We probably should have moved this can around a little bit before he poured it.
Yeah, guy, it was
Well,
pretty
you
thick
don't.
toward
I
the
mean, you
bottom
don't
there.
know. You don't know. You know, you shake it around and
It's one of those things
I
where
do
you
like it.
Yeah.
Like it's good. It's like a breakfast beer. Like
No,
a
I-
mimosa is
I
kind
gotta
of hits
rinse
it
my
on the.
glass out of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
definitely
gonna
do that.
I don't think rolling or shaking the can would have
No.
helped it too much.
We've done a smoothie can like this on the episode, and you know when people pour rainbow shots, and by the end of the shot glass is a completely different color.
Yeah.
That has happened to us.
Well, that's how
Really?
this kind of came out. Like
Yeah.
mine was pretty clear. Yours was clear. Mine was clear. Yours was getting a little cloudier.
Mine's
Those-
like fucking
and those
fruit
two are
milk.
like
Yeah.
those two are
we
like
did one.
pulpy.
We did one where it was a red. It came out like bright red, and by the end it looked like maroon. Like
No
it was
kidding.
like purple red by the end. So you got when you get
It's
these
like a
juices,
fucking
you gotta
color scale
you gotta,
of red.
You gotta kind of move them around.
Mine was like a baby food or something.
Yeah. So
I mean, it was really thick, man.
So going back to the podcast, so Ben met these guys, and he's like, "Man, you got to listen to them. You got to listen to them." I'm super busy. I do a lot of podcasts, so it's hard for me to listen to other people's stuff. But I do try to go out there. I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and I like collaborating. And I'm a very busy, very very busy guy. And to answer their question, they said on the show, they said, "Holy shit, these guys are busy. I don't understand how he does that many podcasts and still works There's no way he works a 40-hour week job." Spoiler alert, I do. I work a 40-hour week job and still do
well,
these.
you're there 40 hours.
That was the color I when I poured mine.
Mine was way
Yeah.
like darker than
Yours
that.
was like orange.
Yeah, mine was like carrot. Look at his.
yeah.
Mine's like fucking stripping my tongue from how tart it is.
I no longer have any enamel on my teeth.
Yeah, well, I felt like it stuck in my teeth after drinking it. You know.
So we are going to make a trip up to New York and hang out with these guys. They're not aware of this. Oh, that just got me in the eye. They're not aware of this, but I have like an idea for an episode I want to do. Me and Ben are going to go. I mean, if anyone else wants to take a trip up to New York for a day, you're more than welcome to join us. We're depending on where in New York they are. You might be able to just drive over to meet us halfway there because you live in New York now.
Where are they at?
Imprint.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's just
So
beer
when you're
podcast.
Just turn that so I
Put
can-
it this way, they're
ahead.
more along the lines of like just general area, like the Poughkeepsie area. Poughkeepsie, like roughly around that general area.
That's good 3 hours.
Really?
Yeah. New York's a big state.
Wow. Never mind then. But me and Ben are going to go out there. My goal is we're going to do like a 2-part episode. So I mean, this cannot happen. This may not happen. This is just my brainstorming. So we're going to bring 4 or 5, maybe even 6, probably 5, just to keep it. But 4 or 5 different PA beers. So I'm going to bring them a Chetty. Chetty's definitely going on the trip.
Chetty has to go.
Yeah, Chetty's going. We'll probably bring like a Trogs. We'll bring a Rotunda. So if there's any other pencil, like New Trail is definitely going. And maybe the 5th one, I'm just trying to figure out who we're due. Maybe like Rusty Rail, or if you can think of another cool Pennsylvania one that should definitely go. Maybe Tattered Flag, if we can get a can of Tattered Flag. But we're going to bring 5 Pennsylvania beers to New York with us, and then when we get there, maybe they have 3 or 4 or 5 New York beers. So we'll do the first half of the episode is going to be banging beers.
You're taking a Chetty?
Of course, I'm taking a Chetty.
These
Of course
guys,
I'm taking
these
a Chetty.
guys are huge. They're about like
They're big boys.
they're like
Yeah.
like 650
Listen,
altogether.
I'm bringing a hometown beer with me.
They're like 650 altogether.
Yeah.
No offense to the guys, but
Yeah.
they're
big boys.
fucking big guys. Yeah.
So we're
They can
gonna.
pound it.
So what I'm thinking is the first episode, it'll be a banging beers episode, but we'll drink New York beers, and then we'll stop and then film part 2. So people who are listening that are banging beers fans will say, if you want to hear part 2 of this episode, you have to go over to It's Just Beer podcast, listen to part 2 with us with them drinking Pennsylvania beers.
I think it'll be.
And I
game
think
for
that'd be a
that.
cool way for our fans to listen to their stuff and their fans to listen to our stuff, and then we'll have a really good time and drink some beer and bond. To answer another question they had on their podcast, yes, you can touch a penis through the pants, and it's Ben. So I already volunteered Ben. The one guy made a joke saying, because he's like, I guess he made a joke like, he's trying to find out if
Since
we're...
we got.
He's trying to find out our sense of humor and if we're weird or anything like that. He's like, well, I'm just going to touch their penis through the pants. Do you think they'll let me? And the one guy goes, probably. They seem like they're cool as fuck. And so Ben, 100%, you can touch his penis through his pants. Yeah.
Would you give that last
Ben's
beer?
penis is available.
I didn't rate it.
The puree.
A 3.5.
I gave it a 3.
It's a 6.2. It says for Mindsplosion.
I gave
yeah,
it.
it doesn't have that.
I gave it a 3.5.
That's what I gave it, a 3.5. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I gave it.
I
to.
could drink like a can of it, but I think that's the limitation.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
hate this, Jason. It's a heavily fruited and lactose kettle sour, passion fruit, mango, and pink guava.
Yeah, so this has key lime, green apple, pineapple, and mango in it.
Why does people the lactose, man?
Yeah,
I don't like the lactose either because it sweetens it up and doesn't ferment
Yeah.
out. So.
Another quick plug to these Imprint beers. These were
It's
picked
actually
up by
not bad.
Dave Lorenzo.
Yes, he picked them up. I said to him, "Hey, are you able to run over there?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." And send me the
So
bill.
if you're listening, Imprint, and you see Dave, he's the one. He's our mule to get us your beers. So thank
Yes.
you to Dave for hooking us up.
awesome guy.
Very nice guy.
Only 26 check-ins for this smoothie.
Wow. Well, these are really made, and then once they're like these smooches are small batches. Like they
Yeah.
make them, and then when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
And this is actually 2 times in 1 month. I think has Imprint been
That other one was
on
really good.
on the marquee of the episode.
I also got the hard coffee mixed 4-pack, so that's that's ready in the chamber
Yeah,
then,
I'm
too.
super excited about that. Is this what is this called?
This is small batch smoothie.
Smoothie lime green apple.
Key lime green apple
Key lime
pineapple
green
mango.
Yeah, there it is. If you put key in it should come up.
Key lime, green apple, mango. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, 26 check-ins. All right, has anyone tried it yet? What do they think?
No,
We'll start with you, Jason.
Yeah.
You're making a face.
That first one we had from them was really, really good. I mean, it was really good, but
Woo!
these are just. I mean, it's probably another 3.5 for me. I might be a little generous, to be honest. I mean, like, it's different, but I mean, I think if I had this beer on tap, I'd be shooting myself by the end of it. I mean, there's just I could not drink like can after can.
It's just drinking
pour
juice.
pour of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, it's cool that they're doing neat things and different things, but man, this is not beer. And I
like
say
beer.
that with all respect, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I like
it's
beer.
like, it's
Now, we've had Imprint beers, right? Or have we only done their juices?
No, we've had some of their regular beers because we had like a chocolate stout. It was like something dipped in ink or something like that.
Yeah, I definitely.
We had that.
enjoyed
We had Strike Zone. We had an IPA there, a stout at Strikers before Skook Stock, and then we also had the other IPA that they had was with
Imprint's been on our show a lot.
Belma. I think with Belma and I think Vic Secret or something like that. It was like a caramelized IPA from like 2 shows ago.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Imprint's at a Halstead,
They've been on the show a lot.
but they're not in New York. They're in Halstead.
Imprint's Hatfield.
No,
Yeah.
Hatfield.
Yeah.
Hatfield.
Yeah,
That's
Hatfield.
down near Philly. You're saying
Yeah.
No,
no? That's that podcast.
that's the podcast.
Yeah.
No, Ben, but we the streams got crossed there. We were talking.
Yeah.
We were, yeah.
I think this is. I think
Ghostbusters.
it's cool that they're doing
Yeah, these are neat.
innovative and different things.
100%.
You know, and I mean, like, look, it'd be cool to have stuff like this sitting in my, refrigerator where I could whip it out, and be like,
I feel
chill
like
with
this-
it or something. But I couldn't drink tons.
This
and
is
tons
almost
of
like a
this,
cocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if they really cut down a little bit on the sweetness, I think it would be a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes I like sweet stuff, but I think this is a little bit too sweet for me, to be quite honest.
I mean,
I'm
if
usually
you-
a guy that
If you
really
look
likes
at this,
sweet stuff.
key lime pie, green apple, pineapple, mango, it's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
Well, look at it this way: you have the
I
key lime,
expected
green
heartburn.
apple, and pineapple
I
right
You
off
got like
the
a sweet
bat.
and sour kind of.
It's just like
expected
tart,
instant
like
heartburn,
3
and
tart.
It didn't.
Yeah,
It didn't
for
give
me.
me
All right, so when this initially hits your mouth and your taste bud, you're like, ooh, and it has a really nice settled aftertaste. I
It
think
tastes like a cranberry.
the aftertaste
actually-
is nice.
I actually do get all the flavors though. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
dude, that's crazy because usually when they have like this like amalgam of different things in the beer, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it just tastes like a fucking fruit stripe gum. I chewed the whole pack.
Yeah.
But like I hit the key lime, the sourness, like the green apple, and I
Yeah.
don't really like green apple.
I'll give them that. Yeah,
And then like the pineapple and mango really comes out on the end too.
It's crazy.
it's like a Willy Wonka beer.
Yeah.
it really is. It really is.
And the way it's labeled is exactly how it hits you. You get key lime, and you're like, oh, and I think that's where I get the initial, I don't like key lime. And then the green apple kicks in, and then you hit with the pineapple, and then it nice and mellows out at the end with the mango.
It's
It
definitely cool shit, but it's just not something I could. Power
like I
away,
could see having a can like on the beach would be nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
Share.
cool to have
Yeah,
something like
huge
that
share-
to share with
yeah.
your friends.
beer. Yeah,
I agree.
definitely.
But yeah, definitely I couldn't do like a keg or anything.
No, my God, no.
No way,
It
because
would like burn away my esophagus with the acid.
Yeah.
Because see, here's the whole thing when
Popping
it
at
comes
Tums.
down to like the different sours and all. Like a lot of the breweries,
I wouldn't even
really,
call this a sour.
I mean, I'm just saying though, they don't really experiment with a whole
What-
lot of fruits and all that. Then too, like you get this like run of the mill ingredients then too when
Yeah,
it
it's
comes
usually
to
always
it.
the same thing.
And it's
over
just
over
like
again.
So they
at least
classify.
they're hitting it on a different plateau
Yeah.
with different fruits.
They
which I kinda
classify
like
their
about it.
two beers as sours, which
I'd say it's a sour.
Yeah,
I think it's its own thing.
I mean, it's its own monster, but it is a sour.
It's like a juice. Like
you're talking about
yeah.
like a hybrid.
It's
Yeah,
like
it-
I don't even classify that as a beer, to be honest.
No.
With you. It just doesn't. It doesn't have. There's no like carbonation to it. I mean,
But here's
it's
the- I've
just-
There's
never
no hop character. or
I've
anything.
never
Yeah.
seen another brewery even come close to what Imprint does.
Oh,
with
no,
making
I
this.
mean, like, the
they
stuff
are
they're
in
doing
their
is-
they are in their own market.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it is incredible.
it's
Yeah.
it's very innovative. It's very cool. It's very interesting. But
you got
it's just
beer,
not an all
seltzers,
time thing.
Imprint.
Yeah,
They're
you know what I
almost
would
in their
call
own
this?
category.
They're probably
like
labeling it as a sour
alcoholic
because they
fruit
don't know
juice.
how to label it. Like
you know
it,
how
it
you
doesn't
would go
have
about it? Juicy sour.
I wouldn't even say sour.
It's like
I don't know. It feels like I did just chew like 4 or 5 different like Sour Patch Kids at the same time. well,
Yeah, I mean it does have a little bit like. Well, I guess
it's kind
'cause-
of actually like that Sour Patch
Yeah.
Kid. It's like the real sour up front, and then it gets to like the sweet aftertaste.
Quit giving them ideas.
yeah, smoogie Sour Patch Kids.
I would drink that shit. I love
Yeah.
Sour Patch
they
Kids.
did a Heath Bar stout, and they also
That
did
sounds wonderful.
they did another
I'd like to
one
try
like
that. I like
a
Heath.
chocolate. I forget what the other chocolate one, or they did like a Kit Kat stout then too.
I think I would like to
And
try
they fucking nail it,
more of
too.
their beers
I don't
that
know how to
aren't
go.
like that.
Like an
category.
actual beer.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like an
Powdered
IPA or
IPA.
a stout or something like that. Yeah, it'd be interesting.
They make so much. Put it this way, they weren't even on the market. They were just going to beer fests, and basically what they would do is go to these beer fests, and they built up the hype around it like 2 or 3 years. Then when they actually opened up in the industrial park out in Hatfield, basically whenever I went to the first soft opening of it, I didn't even know about it until somebody said, "Oh, we could go to Imprint today," and I'm like, "What?" And I went over there, and I'm like, I had like 4 cherry sour like cherry smoothies, and I was like, "Holy shit, these are fucking great."
Yeah.
But it was just like, wow, they had something going on, and every time you look on their Instagram, within 3 hours, those big cans gone.
Yeah, they're
at least 4 of their cans,
it's
and
something
they
so
keep it in the
different.
chamber every time.
It's something different.
yeah.
I can see it.
How they do it, like how they do it, like the demand, like the supply is so small, and then the demand is so huge that they just run out every fucking weekend. It's so crazy.
Do you think
I know
this
I dropped so
do
many
you-
F-bombs, but
do you think this is all like legit fruit, or do you think this is fruit flavor?
I think they would have to definitely do a lot of fruit purees
That's a lot
in
of
order.
puree,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a lot of fruit puree, 100%. The way that they handle how they actually brew it and all is just a whole nother different thing. Like I'll put it this way: they got invited to a controversial brewery called 450 North, and if you never heard of the 450 North controversy, they were making more juices like this. But what they wouldn't tell you is the actual ABV. They never tested their beer, so they were saying like it's an 8%. But when they took it to the lab, it was only like a 2.5.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they were really like fucking up the game, and like they talk about it. It's just beer then too.
Really?
About it? Oh yeah, and like they made an apology. Oh, we're so sorry. We never really tested the beer. Da 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 da. And lo and behold, people were like, there's these memes going around where it's like, well, I'm going to drive 4.5 hours and I'm going to wait all night to get a 24 4-pack that's only 2.5% alcohol, 2.5% alcohol.
The last plug we get
Crazy.
here for It's Just Beer podcast. Another reason to listen to it is, I mean, I think Andy is very knowledgeable with beer. I think Jason's very knowledgeable. I think Ben has knowledge and stuff. Maybe not so when it comes to the process of making it.
Right, but I have like
But,
the
like-
taste, like
yeah.
kind of like the tasting notes. in
But
there,
those
yeah.
guys, man, are very beer savvy.
Oh,
Like-
they are.
Like, I don't think our show is geared towards really beer savvy people. I think we're more like entertainment and just being the everyday Joe drinking beers. And thank you for saying that we're on track all the time and don't take sad tidings, because we take so many. I don't know what episode you caught us us on. Maybe you got us on a good one. But we're like kids with ADD. It's like something like, hey, so anyway, butterfly. So did you play that game? You know what I mean? But they're smart at what they do. If I had
Some good guests too.
Yeah, the first episode I listened to, they had a girl from Brazil, and the brewer, I forget the name of the brewery.
She's the market, Industrial Arts.
Industrial Arts,
yeah.
So I guess one of the guys from the show works at this brewery called Industrial Arts, and
That's
this girl
gonna be Dan, the one that I know.
Yeah, Dan, and then this girl that helps, like I guess she's part of Industrial Arts as well. She like started the first craft beer thing in Brazil. And it was not easy to do. Super intelligent when it comes to beer, and she's super soft spoken. Very awesome to listen to. Very good episode. So definitely go check that one out.
That was definitely.
But they have great guests, and they're very smart with beer. So can you do me a favor? Can you give me a rinse on that?
Wow.
I want to go into New Trail with the freshie because those two imprints were.
Hey man, while you're up,
Yeah, going to grab Andy as well. So is Rotunda the only place you went to over the weekend?
Was it? Yes.
Besides these two beers, was there anything else at Rotunda that you tried?
I had the what the hell was it? An IPA was phenomenal. What
Was the Ultimate Sin?
No.
Oh my god, that thing is so good.
Tony, Andy.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else?
It was the Hop Wilder. It was a double imperial. That was wonderful. It was not super hazy. It was more. I don't know. It was more of a West Coast, but it wasn't. It didn't have that like haze or like the
Pine.
like the normal New Englands, but it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I did see, and I posted on the page that Springhouse. Did you see their She Monsters changing over to a hazy IPA?
Really?
Oh yeah, they're redoing
Yeah,
some of their
they're-
formulas.
Yeah, the She Monster was just a regular mango IPA. Now it's going to be a hazy
That'd
mango
be
IPA.
interesting.
Nice.
And the Big Gruesome's getting reformulated a little bit.
Nah,
The
okay.
chocolate peanut butter stout.
Gives more reason for people to go back and try beers they
Yeah,
thought they loved
they
before and see how the new formula is.
Brought another IPA out that they're going to be doing all the time.
Yeah, the weirdest thing, like Springhouse, I feel like their cans, like there's some weird funk taste to their cans, but like their drafts are good.
The one thing that I had
They don't
down
fuck
there,
around when you get a draft there either. We went there.
Oh,
They brought out a glass.
I had that She Monster with jalapeno, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'd love to try it with the hazy. So I might make a call down there and see if they can hold one for me if they brew it.
Yeah. Ask them if they're interested in a podcast coming as well, and make sure their WrestleFest is fixed so we can play it.
Yeah, right.
And they're-
We were so upset.
And I was like, "Oh my god, it's not working." So this is going to be a staple. I mean, we thought this was a staple, but now looking back at it, man, Imprint has. It'd be interesting to see who's been on our show the most. Imprint's got to be up there, but a new favorite to the show, New Trail. This is the Candy Hearts that you picked up, Jason.
Yeah.
Where did you grab this at?
At the Bloom Brews.
The Bloom Brews. All right. Now this is obviously a theme that we didn't know we were doing for Valentine's Day. Not for next show, maybe next show, depending on when it comes in. You're picking up Broken Heels Galaxy, right?
Yeah, it's Broken Hills with Galaxy hops. So I'm thinking
Excuse me while I adjust my chub.
I'm thinking it should be
Tony's
available
boner hitting
and
the
distribute next week.
table.
Cool. Yeah,
I'm hoping.
if you get it, let me know what it is for a full pack.
I'll do my best, man.
Let me know, and if you can get it, please get me a 4-pack. Galaxy hops, for some reason, those beers just for me, like, it just tastes fucking phenomenal.
According
like
to Uncle Dan, make your dick hard.
yeah, he likes Galaxy as well.
He's just like, no, that's his
He
catchphrase.
just likes
It makes
to
my
get
dick
hard.
hard. Yeah.
I like Galaxy a lot. So, and Broken Heel is already a fantastic beer. So to have the two together,
Broken Heels is on tap in my house.
It's going to be interesting.
we'll come over and play some video games soon.
Hey, man, come over.
I went light porter.
There's like
so it
a
gets to you.
60% or something left. Thanks to Kegtron.
Kegtron.
Thanks to
Kegtron.
Kegtron, there's like 60% left.
Thanks, Kegtron.
Whoa. So anyhow, I got a lot to talk about
All right, go ahead, Ben.
since we didn't touch up on it. So 2 weeks ago, I went to New York. Got to go to Equilibrium's open house, like the first opening of their actual tap room. I did a live video on it on our Facebook.
I'm sorry.
On our Facebook
Grabbed it
group.
right away.
And wow, it's a nice little
Definitely
place.
tastes like candy.
It's a nice little place to go to. Let me
Anyone
just
else
see
need
here.
anything else?
I'm good.
I'll take a little more. I mean, this has got lactose. It's gonna burn my ass, but
This beer, while Ben's looking up what it because he wasn't prepared.
Well, I was talking. I just wanted to say this, but they do serve their own food. It's a very
cool
nice place. I do like a mini live tour of the place, and it's very big. Not only that, they actually have a tent where you can share. It's a sharing tent.
I gotta let you borrow my stick when you go.
And also, because they actually have heating then too,
Yeah,
two
'cause-
the actual propane stainless steel lamps, and then the barrels too, which is really cool.
It is weird.
it's got a really. Sorry to interrupt, Ben.
I haven't
Yeah,
tried it yet.
it's super weird.
It's definitely an IPA, but on the back end, it has that kind of candy-ish taste. It's really weird.
Okay.
It's like you crushed up some sweet tarts.
Yeah, it's
Or Smarties.
Kind of like the wacky. Kind of
It doesn't taste like the candy hearts. It tastes more like I
it's
get a Smartie
up
taste.
front. It's all IPA, but on the back, it's got that.
I think it tastes.
Candy.
Yeah.
I think it tastes like candy cigarettes.
Yeah, like the candy cigarette, like the
It ends
Smartie type.
dry.
Yeah,
Like it has a dry taste at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
You really
I'm not a
you
fan.
really have the vanilla.
I think it's fantastic.
Well, hang on.
Yeah, it's got a really
Now
odd.
wait, it has. Wait a minute.
Okay, we're waiting, Ben.
Brewed with vanilla, lactose, and strawberries. So if it's an IPA brewed with lactose and strawberries, it's going to be a good fucking combo, 100%. So there you go.
I get the lactose at the end.
So
So this has been checked in 1,377 times with the average rating of a 398. One friend checked it in for a 375.
the candy heart.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, one friend.
I didn't check it in. This is the first time I've had it.
I didn't have any.
It was
friends
checked in
check.
by Eric P. I think Eric P works at New Trail. If I'm not,
let me take a look at the picture. Let me take a look. Let me see. Let me just see.
because I think the one person from I might have added.
He's looking at me like I checked it in. It's got lactose in it, man. I ain't sipping that at my house.
Because is it spelled with a K? ERIK.
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably my buddy from Whitehall.
All right, cool.
But anyhow,
I'm not sure what to make of it.
All right, Ben really wants to get this off his chest. He's fucking losing.
Go
his
for
mind.
it, Ben.
so they had about 6 or 7 beers for release on this, and I actually got Reverse Migration, which I tried out. It was 11.2% stout that was on Buffalo Bourbon Trace barrels with coconut, coffee, and cocoa nibs, and it's fucking amazing. You would love it, 100%. I have it. We have it in the chamber then too, in the vegetable crisper. But they also
Hot one
have
in the chamber.
But they also have, they call their bonfire menu. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about this. The guy makes his own fucking brisket. Now, this is going to be a half a pound.
Stop Tommy Leeing on the table.
Damn it. But anyhow, his brisket for a half a pound available Wednesday through Sunday is $12, and it's supposedly phenomenal. I looked at it. I was actually going to order it
Why didn't you?
because I wanted to try some other stuff then, too. They also have...
Priority
some-
was buying beer.
Yes,
Nah.
exactly.
Yeah, well, don't get food in your belly when you drive all the way home.
I was not driving, but point being though, the food,
Joke's on you.
but the food and the pricing is well on point for what you get, and well lit place. It's not like you're going to be. You don't need to stand out in the cold when you're in line. Basically, you could just hang out in the place and have a few drafts then too, and you can hop back in line as long as you know where you're at. Buy your beer and hit the road. Very nice place. Highly recommend it. Probably one of the best releases I've ever been to, just because it was so well lit, clean. Everyone
And
had a
this
good
is who?
time. What's that?
And this is who?
Equilibrium.
Okay, I'm just reminding
I
the
would,
audience.
and not only that,
'Cause I
we
forgot
should
to.
we should definitely go 100%. You'll like the releases.
He
Then
needs a Grammy mic.
Yeah.
Play him out.
We have to get the music.
I should
That's
definitely
a music
get.
day, isn't it?
No,
We get the old hook. Just pull him off his chair.
and also went to Hudson Valley, picked up their release of Glycerin double sour IPAs.
Is glycerin like something they make a lot?
They do they do variations. They did a pineapple peach and then a dragonberry blueberry. Or dragon fruit
I'm
blueberry.
getting heartburn
one.
just fucking listening to you.
But there's another thing. You're going to get double the stout news because they have 2 stouts on tap. First time in 2 years that they actually did their stouts. They do a coconut marshmallow and a regular imperial stout. They're both 10% about.
Coconut. You lost me at coconut.
Yeah.
No, they have a
coconut.
regular. They have a regular one.
The
though.
marshmallow one sounded pretty good. I would say it was coconut marshmallow.
Coconut marshmallow.
Oh, never mind. I'm out.
No joke. I think Tony would like them.
I doubt it.
No, it tasted like like legitimately chocolate.
Yeah, I've heard you say this before.
No, I'm serious. All right,
There's a-
you know what
there's
they
a
do with
small brewery.
sours. You know what they do with sours.
Yeah.
Imagine that in stout form.
The syrup-
No fucking coffee.
Yeah.
None.
Rusty Wallops was fantastic at short tracks. Put him on a super speedway, he sucked balls. All right. All right. So listen, here's when it comes to
He
stouts.
just never won Daytona. But
Yeah, he finished third one time.
yeah, only because Earnhardt died.
You ain't first or last.
Yeah, because Earnart died. and took
Earnhardt
out half
died
the-
that day. Finished third.
Yeah, and took out half the field.
Shake and bake.
Hey, you ain't first or last.
I think if anyone is going to tell me if I'm going to like a stout or if it tastes like coffee, it's going to be Andy now, because he did say in the chat, "I get no coffee. This is going to actually be good." And I was like, "I don't believe you, but I'll try it."
And it did.
It did. Yeah. Ben's like, "Not going to taste like coffee," and I go, "Blah."
Oh, by the way, it's a coffee stout.
Fucking
No,
Maxwell
it's not
House.
though. That's the
Fucking with
thing.
you.
It's a collaboration with Maxwell House.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a really bad coffee stout.
So we have an entire fridge in the back filled with Equilibrium, right?
So I got some stuff from Equilibrium. I got some stuff from Hudson Valley, even a classic, which is Apotheosis, which is a cinnamon almond sour.
Lord.
That's gonna be weird. It's gonna be fun.
See, I don't.
Holy fuck.
Ben's like, where can I go that they put 18 flavors in one beer?
See,
And
like,
then sour it up.
flavors that I think should be creamy, like, lose me all when they go to like a sour. Like,
Imagine
like,
brewing that. Like, we fucking throw some ketchup in there. I mean, you know, like,
like, oh,
spice it up, you know?
Oh, man, I know.
it a classic.
You know, cinnamon sour.
Oh man, I knocked the cinnamon sticks into the sour batch. Keep it going. That's how we'll make
Well,
a boil
I have
beer.
This is
Hey,
a new
I
beer.
have it.
This is a new collaboration by Yingling. It's the Miller's Hot Bologna Sour,
Imagine that hot bologna beer.
but make it sour.
Haven't had that
sour.
one yet.
Fucking
yeah.
Schnitz Creek has a Lebanon bologna beer, and it is the most vile thing I've ever tasted.
You know what? You know what?
But it's a novelty though. Like it literally tastes like it's liquid Lebanon bologna.
Speaking of which,
I had garlic beer at Garlic Fest, and
Wait.
it was definitely garlicky.
Speaking of which, the Wicked Turtle guys were supposed to get us the Lebanon bologna beer.
Were they?
But
Were they?
Yeah, you remember that when they came on Bangin' Beers.
Thank God they didn't.
Yeah, it's a Roush beer, and it's like the wood they use.
I would have puked.
The wood they use to smoke the grains is like the spent wood that they use to smoke the Lebanon bologna.
Oh
down
my
in
God.
You know what that reminds me of? Impractical Jokers when he purees the fucking hot dog. Hey, that's pretty good.
So what are we giving Candy Hearts here?
I gave it a 3.5. I don't like the finish. Like it's IPA up front, but it's like it's drinkable. I could drink a 4-pack of it, but probably not more than that. Oof. But not in one sitting.
The lactose is a little at the end. It gets a little bit. It's too creamy, I think.
It's like a 3 for me. I mean, I love New Trail, and I like 90% of the stuff they do. I mean, yeah, it's a little gimmicky on this one. You know?
Yeah. I like the gimmicky. I like how they.
No,
listen,
the
this is
can
not. This is
art's
not. This is
fantastic,
not
though.
saying New Trail stop doing gimmicky beers.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I gave it a 3.25.
Yeah, I'm not saying New Trail stop doing gimmicky beers because this is cool. This is fun. Keep
No,
doing it.
it's still fun. Yeah, exactly. You just hit on the nail, Tony.
Yeah.
Like, hit the nail on the head, Tony. But I had to correct my stupid thing. But anyway,
Beers happen.
It's a cool. It's a concept and it's fun and it hits what it is. Like it tastes like
Yeah.
that candy,
Yeah.
sweet
For
tart.
the
lolly.
record, I don't like Candy Hearts, so you know.
It hit the Candy Heart
Yeah.
flavor, but still kept the New Trail style of IPA.
I think it's more of the like sweet tart candy hearts than the classic like chalk candy hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To give
I
me
wasn't
a-
a fan. I gave it a 2.75. It just didn't taste right for me.
I say it's more like gimmicky yet traditional in a sense because like it's gimmicky in the sense that it has the strawberry, vanilla, the lactose, and usually my golden rule, if it has strawberry, lactose, and it's an IPA, well, it's going to taste good to me anyway. I give it a 3.
Wow, you made it rhyme there too. That was clever.
Yeah, I didn't even try.
I know you didn't. All right.
That's why I'm your friend.
Yeah. All right.
How did I not?
Pour your beer. All right. Am I the only one who didn't give this a score yet?
2020 Nugget Nectar.
I gave this a 3.5.
I don't think I tagged.
These Candy Hearts 3.5. Now this is
Oh,
not this is
good. Candy Hearts
Nugget
are still
Nectar.
talking.
We are at an hour 20 minutes and we're on our last beer. Is everyone good for maybe add another, or do you want to stop it here?
Why don't we get rid of those imprints?
I'm fine.
The coffee ones, so we just get them out of the way.
Cool. So I won't enjoy any more beers tonight.
Yeah.
There's like, fuck my life.
I mean, if you get me another Nugget Nectar, Nugget Nectar, I'll drink that. Just skim over it. It didn't happen because it was really close, but it wasn't what it was.
You didn't make the newscaster lady.
Yeah,
Gap.
it was really, as I said, I was like, that could have been close. If you get me another Nugget Nectar, you guys can do your coffee.
Okay.
Do you want to do coffee beers?
They're from Imprint.
I'll do one.
They're 4 small
down.
cans.
Yeah, they're like 12-ounce cans.
I'm down.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Get me another Nugget Nectar. I'll drink that.
Your dad gave in the peer pressure.
Gave in the peer pressure.
Only one. There's 4, but they're small. I'm in.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll only do one. There's 4. All right, fine.
All right. So
He didn't even try for 2. He didn't bargain
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
he went right from 1 to
he's
4.
just like, fuck.
So this
there's
is
no
the Nugget Nectar is something that's been around a long time for Trogs. It's a seasonal beer, so it only comes around certain times. It is getting close to its run. It's been checked in 149,000 times. It averages a 4. Where do you guys give the Nugget Nectar?
3.5.
I have to try it. Been a little while.
I've never tagged Nugget Nectar? What?
Wow,
This is the first time I'm ever
I gotta
had it.
see what I gave it before, but I know what I think it is now.
it's very warm now. It's not super cold.
For me, that's like a 2.5, but let me see what I gave it before.
That's piney.
Oh, it's super
Yeah.
piney.
I gave it a 3.5.
The flavor profile. The flavor profile they list just doesn't do it.
How have I never tagged Nugget Nectar before?
It's staying where it was for me. It's a 3.5.
Yeah, I give it a 3.5. It's like, I like it every year.
I would give that too.
Now, a few years ago, like the last 2 years have been good, but like there was like a span of like 2 or 3 years where something was missing. It felt like something was missing each year from it. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if they changed something in the brew process, but now it seems to be back to where it was. The thing I don't like is I don't like their nitro nugget. I don't think this is a beer that should be on nitro.
I never would think that nitro.
I think the nitro really kills the hop on it. Like it makes it super smooth, and it's just like meh.
It's kind of oily for me.
See, like for
It's
me,
all that
like
pine resin.
you really gotta watch when you do a nitro beer, because like when I'm kind of looking forward to like a specific like flavor profile, I think somebody did like a chocolate orange nitro stout or something like that.
You know, I feel like I've had that. That
and
sounds
like
familiar.
it didn't taste like anything. Like the nitro fucking killed the citrus, and
Yeah,
I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah, I think the
What's wrong
nitro
with you?
tends to do stuff like that. I think like the way because I mean, you think the nitro smooths everything out, so you don't really get like the bubbles.
Yeah, you
and the
would think
effervescence
that,
you do
yeah.
with normal carbonation.
Before we jump into these Mean Mugs coffees by Imprint, we got to do our beer of the night. So
Okay.
we'll start with you, Ben.
Okay. I go out my explosion.
Andy?
The beautiful trauma from Rotunda is my favorite.
Dad? Pops?
The chocolate cherry.
Chocolate cherry.
It's the chocolate cherry for me, too.
I would also go chocolate cherry. Beer of the night. My number 2?
Weird.
My number 2 would be stout.
I'd go,
Candy Hearts 2. That would be my 3.
and that would be the third. That would be the third.
I'd go actually with that for 2 for me.
2.
Whoa.
Yeah, number 2 on that would be the mind explosion because my mind exploded. Like it's just it was that's interesting.
It was, yeah, definitely.
I did number 3 though. I probably go with this. Like
I would too, yeah.
it's a cocktail. It's not a beer. I mean, but it's something cool that, like we said, it's the gimmick of it, and it's like it adds something different. It's weird. It's original, but it's not really a beer.
And the thing with me is, like, none of these are really, like, I mean, I'm an IPA drinker, so the Candy Heart, yeah, it's an IPA, but it's gimmicky, so none of these beers are really kind of my forte, but the Rotunda one was definitely the best for me out of the lot. You know.
Yeah.
There's still some in
Yeah,
there.
there's some in there. Yeah.
Their IPAs are
big
phenomenal. If
surprise.
you haven't had the Rotunda ones yet.
Yeah, no, I mean I've
They're
had
just-
plenty of them.
Yeah, the Anvil IPA is wonderful.
I've had that on tap at my house. I think
Oh, nice.
2 or 3 times
What
maybe.
do we got there?
So
What flavors we got
these
there?
are now all coffee beers. So Imprint,
rinse out. Does
please
anyone
do
else
not
need to rinse out?
do not take offense. I will not be taking a part in these
Because
because
not a coffee drinker.
I'm not a. Listen, here's what I'll do.
I love coffee,
Here's what I'll
man.
do. I will take a tiny sip of each one.
Just crack it.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll take a nip of each one.
Panini rinse out.
I don't think.
just only this one.
I
yeah.
don't think it matters. I have my yeah.
He's
So
already
yellow. The yellow can is going to be banana cream pie coffee.
Oh dear
Dol-
God.
the caramel one is going to be dulce de leche.
This is mocha,
You're not going to like that one. You're not going to like neither of them, but that's going to be the worst
and
one.
this
for
one's
you.
hard coffee.
just regular. I know we had a little bit of a hard coffee kick, so these were also provided by Dave Lorenzo too.
Thank
I
you,
was
Dave.
I was like, yeah, I
Just,
was,
so,
let's
just so you
start with
know,
the banana.
this one says
Real,
shake
Yes.
real quick
opening.
again too.
Let's
here.
start with the banana. Get that one out of the way.
I believe Dave just had a loss in the family too.
yeah, I think his mom died.
Yeah, Dave just lost his mom. So definitely, our hearts and our thoughts are out for you,
Yes,
Dave. You're a good
definitely.
dude, man. If you need to talk, we are here.
Sorry.
Definitely. man.
And thank you for a lot of times like I said once again, Imprint. If we're having it on your show, it's because Dave got it for us. So we're really sorry for your loss,
Yeah, I
Dave.
see he supports our pages and stuff a lot. I
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's a really good guy, man.
Yeah,
he did an episode where he came and tried to develop film with beer. It was really fun.
Oh, cool.
It was awesome. And when he was picking up all the Imprint, he actually was telling
Mean
people
Mugs, is that what
about
it is?
Bangin' Beers Den
Yeah,
too,
he does,
which is really
and he does
fun.
tell
I
people
really like
about our
that.
podcast. He's super cool, man.
Yeah, I really appreciate that from him. And Dave, I can't really emphasize how much, picking this stuff up for me, because to drive an hour and a half away, you know what I mean, to get beer.
We gotta
I mean,
have
I drove 3 hours.
I
but
did
point
say
being,
I did say a while ago that we won't have guests anymore on Bangin'
Right.
Beers, but there's always a seat available for Dave.
Definitely,
Always.
definitely.
These all say shake before opening.
Thank you.
Gently.
Shake
nitro, they
before
shouldn't explode.
nitrogen infused.
I give them.
All right, here's how I would do
So
it.
which one are we doing first?
Do mocha. I'm gonna pick it for you guys. You're gonna do mocha.
Do the
hard,
banana cream pie next.
hard
second.
coffee. No, actually, mocha.
I think we should do the standard coffee first.
Standard
Yeah, so
coffee
let's do a
first.
standard
coffee
first.
dolce, hard coffee, and with banana.
Yeah, I think the coffee flavored coffee I think should go
Typically, if you were gonna do that, you should have went closest to you.
I'm
so
not opening them. That's why I put it towards you.
Oh, okay.
See, method of my madness. Ben, I'm always ahead of you. I'm Batman.
Cut your shit, man. I can fucking catch up.
Ooh, wow! I smell coffee already.
Wow, I'm
Right
excited.
out the box.
hell? I
We're going counterclockwise this
That
time.
smells fantastic.
Contains
it
milk.
smells
It looks terrible.
fucking fantastic. Dude, if you like coffee,
I don't. So
Oh, yes.
wow, that smells
Oh my God.
amazing. Amazing.
That smells wonderful. It smells like
Wonderful,
a fresh
yeah.
latte.
Imprint. What's it called?
Ooh, that's just Mean Mugs, just the regular coffee, hard coffee. This is like a thing that I wanted to get because I know you like the hard coffee quite a bit. Yes, I kind of cater to our group in a way, but
Jesus Christ,
It's
listen,
definitely
It smells like if you
coffee-based.
get a latte from a.
That's what it smells like, a fresh latte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
more in there.
All right. I don't like sweet
handle
coffee.
You handle that a lot better than most.
He's dying a little inside right now.
If you like the taste of a latte, this is fantastic for you because it doesn't taste like it has any alcohol in it. If you're a latte fan, this is fantastic.
This is not sweet either.
It's-
Actually tastes like
it tastes like a iced latte.
yeah. It's like it's literally a hard coffee.
I'm split a little on this.
Now,
Wouldn't even say hard. This literally doesn't taste like beer. It doesn't taste like it has liquor. It doesn't like if you
what
poured this.
percent are these? It doesn't say.
It tastes like an ice. Like if you went to Dunkin' Donuts and got an ice latte,
So there
this
may
is
or may
exactly
not
what
be
it would taste
alcohol
like.
in them.
It's got a. I mean,
They actually consider it malt liquor.
I don't want to be critical, but it's a little styrofoamy tasting. You know what I mean? I mean, the smell though
The aroma's amazing.
The aroma initially was
Like,
fantastic.
I'm gonna be jaded on all of them because I don't like sweet coffee. Like I drink coffee black.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
man. Me too.
Straight black. I don't like stuff in my coffee, but like I can drink it.
Me neither. I don't even like coffee in my coffee.
I hate to say it though, but like I mean, I'm comparing it to PBR coffee because that's
The
what I
PBR
drink.
coffee.
I love the PBR.
PBR coffee is better.
Yeah, in my opinion,
Trogs is
definitely
tasting better
yeah.
every second today.
So it's a style. It's a malt liquor. It's our first hard coffee using cold brew and beans.
Their
from
first
Lansdale's Backyard Beans. They've done quite a few of them then too, like iterations.
Good for them.
They did a cookies and cream one too, but Lansdale's Backyard Beans, vanilla nose, richly creamy, semi-sweet but restrained finish.
I want to say real quick, whoever did the can art, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the can art's
Stellar,
really
yeah.
sweet.
I love the can art.
907 total, monthly 95. Me, goose egg.
This
Or the ABV.
They just had a
It
contest.
says it's 5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
They just had a contest of who had the best can art for the year in Pennsylvania, or like good craft beers. The right in front of me here, the should have had her in custody can actually finished fourth or fifth out of like 300 and some breweries. So, and that's our buddies at Pillaroo. So good job to you guys and Tattered Flag for to finish in top 5 there. But this is great can art. It looks cool. It's a bunch of coffee cups just like pouring and smashing into each other. It's really cool can art.
That's not bad. I mean, it's not, but it's. I mean, the PBR coffee was my jam.
Yeah, I think the PBR was better than the Mean Mugs.
Yeah.
But this was not bad.
the smell though initially was.
Yeah.
But don't
yeah,
forget,
you
you're doing like more of like an actual geared coffee versus like chocolate milk that's posing as hard coffee. You know what I mean? So
I think this is going to be more up your alley if you're into the PBR.
okay.
To me, I think this is going to be more. This is going to hit more than notes for PBR.
You could really smell the caramel.
I don't get
in that bad
I don't
boy.
know. I get the smell though, like I did on the initial one.
This is going to be the sweeter out of the 4.
It's still got
besides the
that
banana
roast
cream
smell
pie.
to it, but that first one was like super overpowering.
Yeah.
and I'm not getting that from this. Can't believe I'm sniffing beer.
Can definitely smell the caramel.
That's more pleasant.
There's more in this. Whoever wants
Holy shit, that's a lot of caramel.
Yeah.
Might as well kill it.
That's a lot of caramel.
Oh, that's too much.
That's a
That's
lot of
overpowering.
caramel. I think someone slipped a Werther's original
know
in
what?
this.
You know what?
I'm fucking serious, man. It tastes like someone threw a Werther's original
Yeah, it's like that
in there.
mixed like caramel toffee.
They ain't your grandpappy's
Yeah.
beer.
That one,
This is better than the last one.
holy fuck!
Because it's like sweeter.
The caramel takes the coffee.
It is sweeter,
Takes away
too.
from the
Yeah.
coffee.
the mocha you're gonna fucking hate. I know you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it like more than anything.
I
And
want
you'll be
like black coffee.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want a
Every-
black.
I want it to pour out of there like it's motor oil.
Yeah.
Jesus Christmas.
It's
and every fiber of your being,
Still
Tony,
good,
you'd be like,
but
I
yeah,
hate
it's really
you, Ben.
Yeah.
I
fucking
hate you
caramelly.
for getting this. Like,
I don't hate you at all. It's just like, I don't know.
hey, if there's a gimmick, if there's something interesting, I'm definitely gonna pick it up regardless. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
So far, like I can drink the hard coffee one. Like I could
Yeah.
have one or
Oh yeah,
two of those. Sip on
we're
it.
having 4 of them.
The dulce de leche. That one.
You know what?
This one's way too sweet, way too caramelly for me.
You know, especially for me, it is actually.
Shut up and drink. You're like a full class here. Take a break. Let somebody else go. Dad, talk a little bit. How was your drive here in the snow?
Oh, interesting.
That's fun.
Interesting.
Trying to get Ben to fucking drink his beer here.
Oh, calm down.
4 inches of snow.
the brown.
There had to be 4 inches of sno when I left.
Really?
Yeah, I did 40.
wow.
I didn't go over 45 miles an hour till I got to Clark Summit.
What are you doing after this?
Probably going home.
Do you wanna
Maybe,
go-
McNips.
Do you want to go up to Compass Rose? Kristen is doing karaoke.
Go karaoke.
I got to get back to town.
Oh, the
Why?
Dolce.
I don't want to be out drinking out of town.
You don't have to drink. Just go karaoke once with us.
Yeah, just
No,
chill.
I'm going. Uncle Butch is at McNiff's. I got to behave because I'm going out tomorrow. I'm taking Mom out to dinner tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow's
baby.
our Valentine's, because I won't be here next weekend.
good for you.
Tony looks so thrilled.
Guess what I'm doing for Valentine's?
Podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. Happy Valentine's Day, Hattie. You're somewhere up there in heaven, and I'm looking upstairs. She's not really dead.
She's in heaven watching horror movies upstairs.
more-
She's upstairs. She's upstairs watching horror movies.
The more I'm drinking that, wow, it's a little too rich.
It's too
That's
sweet.
way too
It's
rich.
too sweet.
Yeah,
I can't.
Too rich, too sweet.
It was great for a small mouthful.
Yeah, I couldn't drink more than what I drank right here.
Yeah.
Is that the
that's-
caramel?
That was the
Yeah,
Dolce
the
de
Dolce de
Leche.
Leche.
Yeah. I always like picking out different beers for you guys to try out.
Oh,
and
no,
stuff.
like, it like,
You know what I mean? That's how I used to usually do it with Beer Club because
like anyone.
this?
This is the mocha.
Mocha.
yeah.
Anyone who likes like a sweet coffee drink would like these. Mm-hmm. I just live on black coffee. I can't do it.
You know, it's a funny thing. What was I gonna say? So, like with my beer club that I used to go to. A funny thing. What was I-
Ben. That's your voice.
Yeah.
Remix.
Remix. What's that, man?
But anyhow, so at my beer club, I used to go to Mari's in Reading. I usually pick up like all the wacky fucking beer, like the Motor Oil Stouts. I actually picked up one from Southern Tier, which is their barrel aged series, which was more along the lines of like a Manhattan, and that was fucking wild. Like it had like the orange and like the cherry juice flavors into that, and it was actually really a nice beer to actually enjoy because it came in a 22 ounce then too. I mean, it looked extravagant too,
Yeah.
like the way that it looked. It just was like sharp, bright colored, everything about it. I would just pick up different beers here and there and just be like, hey, let's try this shit out. I was like the gimmicky beer guy.
Yeah.
So like it was like, yeah, they were shelf beer, but at the same time though, it was always really fun. Like I never had the beer before. They're gonna probably have it because it's something I liked, and a lot of the guys from the beer club really liked it. So.
Nice.
And that's like kind of like every time like I'm bringing something like, you know, Tony's like, hey, go get more PA beers. I'm like, all right, fucking challenge accepted. So now we're doing more Imprint, we're doing different stuff, but we're not deviating away from like stuff that like I know is tried and true and
Well, no,
and
I mean we
consistent,
can bring everything on.
Oh yeah, I know that, but
I think I dabble in homebrewing again. I'm debating, but
I'd sit in for that.
I want to.
I'd like to learn.
I want to develop. I want to do a boilo beer.
you know what I want to do? And I tell the Rotunda guys every time, and they always do the inside joke with me. Twinkie Saison.
Twinkie Saison.
Yeah, a Twinkie Saison, and you know what you call it? The French Twink.
Okay, Ben. Anyway, if you can finish yours.
To the mocha.
The button.
Yeah, Jesus Christmas.
Where's that
I
button?
did a few. I did like a
Oh,
honey
the button. Here, get this.
I
In.
did-
I drank it. I'm doing the.
There.
Well, there's a lot left of this one.
Oh, I'll take more of that one.
I'd split it with you and Jason.
That one's much
No.
better than the Dolce de Leche.
This is my favorite one.
This is
so
mocha.
far.
This is
That's-
mocha, right?
I think
That's
that-
right off the bat. I thought that was going to be a lot worse than it was.
no, it's super
Wow.
chocolatey.
I think the chocolate.
This is
adds
kind
to
of
the
on par
coffee.
with the PBR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like style wise.
It's like the chocolate adds to the
Whoa.
roast.
Yeah.
which makes it more like dark coffee.
yeah. I
It tastes
actually-
like coffee, but it's not
I
terrible.
think this is leading up. It doesn't.
Wow.
It's not as sweet either.
I gave them all 3 5s so far. I don't know if it's my palate's getting used to them or what, but they're good. They're just, I mean, I like the hard coffees, but I love the PBR.
yeah.
I love
PBR. I was so surprised when I had one of those. I was like, "What?"
PBR's making an IPA,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, very.
That hit. That hit.
Is it
I
out now?
PBR is
Yeah.
like Yoo-hoo.
I saw someone
Yeah,
in
it is.
in
Oh my
Jersey
gosh.
today with that. That's out.
So
wow.
PBR has an IPA out.
That is out.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try my best to get a hold
I
of
love
it.
whoever came up with the idea of the the playing them off music. I'm definitely gonna find that and put it on the board.
Wait, what?
The play off like the Grammys.
Fucking no! Come on.
That's fucking hilarious.
No.
I need that sound bit.
And then just made his mic volume.
That's gonna happen. Stay tuned to Not Cool in High School, our future Bangin' Beers for that one. I love you to death, Ben. What do you think of the new setup?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it.
We're no longer in my kitchen. This is a brand new studio.
Yeah.
We just bought a building.
A multi-million-dollar.
a half a double in Gerardville.
Joe Rogan invested in us. That's what happened.
And he still gives me dirty looks every time we cross paths in the hallway.
Yeah. Ben called him a fucking hack or something on our show, and I was like, Joe, he'll choke you out. And it's crazy. If you go in the other room, you could use his deprivation tank and then smoke his weed. It's a good studio.
I'm off limits on that.
I got a
down.
problem with your fucking sticker company, though.
Sticker Mule.
Yeah.
Did you get your stickers?
There, the proof is still pending.
For the stickers. What about the pins?
I didn't order pins.
I thought you ordered pins.
No, I ordered stickers. And I got an
Well, I
email.
just sent you a link the other day for 50 pins for $20.
I got you stickers.
Oh. I think no, you sent me a thing saying the stick. You showed me a picture saying the stickers were in.
No, I ordered them.
Oh.
And I have to wait for the proof to approve the proof before they make them and ship them. So I got an email.
They sent you an email. Did you approve it?
No, what they sent me was something about they changed the background because it was a white background, or the way that they said we changed the background. But last email I got, the proof was still pending.
Oh. Email them. They're usually cool with it. Anyway, Heidi just bought the curtains to finish this wall, so this will be done soon. We got interviews in, so that's up there now. So obviously you're like, this isn't the interviews at Everyday People. We're just putting it up there to show that we got it. And then Not Cool in High School is in, so next episode that'll be up. Ben just ordered Bangin' Beer, so that should be here maybe two more episodes. It'll be up. And then Tornado Tag was just ordered, so that should be here probably but next week. So yeah, we have cool little drops there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun, man. We're doing cool things.
And then when we do an episode at my house,
I'm not tearing all this down. You're fucking
no.
psychotic.
No.
You can put your Pornhub one up.
No, well, the thing I was saying to you before,
The Beer Hub. I'm sorry.
No.
I
I know that, but
They probably
I know.
think it was funny.
but
I'm not unpacking all my mics and the fucking banner to hang up on your velvet sex roll.
No, I have
velvet
I already have the tapestry for that. Though.
Yeah.
But make a shirt that's like fashioned out of my wallpaper.
All right. Well, by the time we make the shirts, Ben will actually move into this house. So,
Yes.
2020. Yeah,
2020.
Yeah, like the world will be ended by that time.
Yeah, and it's
2 years.
it'd be
Ben
fucking-
bought this house and he's still fucking looking at it. Like, oh, this is nice. I can't wait. I need to do every inch of the house before I move in. Like,
All right.
I know Andy's giving it to you.
Where?
hard, too.
Yeah, I know.
Where did we buy this? Where did we buy this house?
On Line Street.
In Frackville.
In Frankfurt.
So right around the corner from
Like, no joke.
Romans?
Jimmy's.
Jimmy's.
It's on
Are you on
Jimmy's
the
side. Jimmy's
Frankville
side.
side or the West Monty Township
West
side?
Monti.
So if you have kids, they're going to Shenandoah Valley.
Yeah, I know.
Don't have kids.
I don't think I'll have an issue with that.
Oh, geez. Good job, Tony.
You don't want to send them to Shenandoah Valley.
I'm joking, Ben.
Holy fuck, Tony, man. Fucking god damn it, man.
Rip.
Well, stop driving to fucking New York to find beer and go get a girl. Pump
Well,
one.
there's
Drive-
a, there's
Drive
a
to
lot
New
of
York
cute
to find a girl.
There's a lot of cute girls in New York. guys.
No.
What?
Listen to me.
What?
Go to New York and buy beer. It's a lot fucking cheaper than buying a girl.
Yeah, you like buying comic books and video games? That won't happen when you pump a kid.
Exactly.
When you pump a kid into a girl. That's why I found a girl who doesn't want kids. She's cool. She's cool with just fucking get her a dog. She's happy. Dog and horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I don't like
Well,
that.
you're in the same boat as me.
That doesn't even taste like coffee.
Who wants the rest of this?
That doesn't even taste like coffee.
I don't like bananas.
I
don't like that.
I found something that does not go with coffee, and that would be bananas.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is going to be the one I like. That's why I said
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because you're fucking retarded
I'm gonna
like
be.
that.
I'm gonna. Jesus, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Hard R word. Hard R word. He didn't mean it. Wow. I couldn't say nugget nectar earlier, so.
That's like straight up banana cream pie.
That's
banana
terrible.
cream.
I can't do it.
I'm doing what he did.
That's a drain.
That's a fucking. You know what that is? That's a second shot of rum shada. That's how tough that is to get down.
Oh. It doesn't even taste like banana. It tastes like the candy bananas, like the ones that taste like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the ones that are in like the fucking
Coffee
like,
with
fucking the
runts.
fruit, the fruit runts, the runts.
It tastes like
fucking runt. That's what that is.
It tastes like banana runs.
Fucking runt of your 4-pack litter right there.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, that doesn't. It doesn't even have. It tastes like Runts bananas.
It's like the runt
I
banana.
might shit my pants and finish the rest of this.
Sorry, Imprint, but we're not a fan of the banana
the
cream
banana
pie.
cream
All right.
pie, no bueno.
So
No
on
bueno.
on a positive note, I don't like the taste of coffee. They're not that bad.
There you go.
They're not.
You know what? There's something wrong with your taste buds. Because a lot of the beers that you say taste like coffee don't taste like coffee.
They taste
but
like coffee.
they taste like coffee.
Yeah.
These have a a much stronger coffee taste than.
So you
than
could probably
stouts
confirm
even.
this story because I've been telling this for a while, and I think every time I tell it, you're not here. So I think psychologically, I have this weird thing. I need to go see a therapist. I think so.
For your coffee hatred.
No.
coffee.
No, so when I was a kid, this is just what I was told, is when his mother was alive, me and his mom were attached to the hip. Like, where she went, I went. Like, we were fucking inseparable. Yeah. She woke up every morning. I was on a schedule where I would wake myself up, get myself downstairs, get out of my own crib, and make sure we met at the kitchen table every day. Like it was crazy. Like, we had this weird fucking psychic bond with each other. Like, if she went out to bingo, I knew to stand by the front door when she was coming home. Like I wasn't even old enough to read a clock, but I knew, like, oh, that's the time. And I go to the point where I actually was running late and ran to the front door, and she smashed me in the head with the doorknob and fucked me up. Right.
That explains a lot.
He would come downstairs. He'd come downstairs in the morning, and he would sit on her lap, and she liked coffee, 2 sugar, cream.
Yeah. I would drink her coffee with her every morning.
She would put extra milk in it to take the coffee taste out, some of the lessen the coffee taste, and cool it down a little bit. And he would finish her cup of coffee.
So
he would come down,
but I would do that every day.
Every day.
And then the day she passed away, a lot of the things that I was into that she got me into, I immediately started hating. I didn't like it anymore. Like, it revolted me.
Stop drinking coffee.
Yep. So I honestly think psychologically, like, as a kid, I tricked myself into not liking coffee because of that. I just can't control it. It's just a weird. Yeah. I drank coffee every day as a kid, and the day she passed away is the day I stopped coffee.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Mine's a weird thing, man.
Yeah, super strange.
But these have much more of a coffee flavor than some of the stouts
these are straight up coffee.
Yeah, I think that's the main intention.
you complain.
They're not
about.
horrible though.
The banana cream.
Banana.
So here's my thing. I think going into this, I've expected it to taste like coffee. So when I drink it, I'm like, it tastes like coffee, but it's still kind of tasty.
Yeah.
Where you're like, this is chocolate Neapolitan with this and this and this, and I drink it, and I get nothing but old coffee taste. Like, it's like that to me.
So if you psych yourself up saying this is going to taste like 100% dog shit coffee,
I'm reading the bottle, and that's not what I'm getting.
I think it's just.
maybe you shouldn't read
I think
the
it's the
bottle
sweetness
or
versus-
the labels.
What the? This is not key lime pie. Drink it.
No, I think it's the
Fucking
sweetness.
drink it. What the fuck?
I think it's the
beer, right?
sweetness.
Yeah.
I think it's the sweetness.
These
of
have a lot more like creamers and
Yeah, they're creamier than the stouts that you've been trying.
Contains
that are
milk.
roasty and dark. I think that's the difference.
Listen, I'm not enjoying them. Oh, I just poured a whole beer on Ben.
Oh, right.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Just grab something.
Wah, wah.
Here, I want it. Where's that fucking button?
Scream into the mic. That's not it. No, don't hit that. You fucking. That's the whole fucking. Stop hitting button. He plays the whole outro. It's not going to play now. I muted it. You're playing a fucking 30-minute track right now. You psychotic. Just go get a napkin, you weirdo.
This went off the rails quickly.
Oh, yeah. All right. Anyway, does anyone have anything they want to talk about or plug before we get out of here?
Well, I'm just saying, with these Imprint beers, before we go,
Yeah.
let's rate them here. I mean,
the coffees?
I think like the mocha was my favorite because it had the most kind of the chocolate added to the coffee taste to it. So that was the most coffee-ish.
It's the coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee-ish
Yeah.
to me, you know. And then the hard coffee, was my
Look
second.
at your microphone.
Then the caramel, and this was a distant.
I agree.
Yeah.
Distant laugh.
I agree
Yeah.
fully with that.
Yeah, I mean,
That banana cream pie is absolutely vile.
yeah, not a big
Yeah,
fan
not
of
a fan of that one.
Yeah. But in all honesty, I mean, I think PBR crushed them all.
Yeah.
Pretty much, man, which
And I'm
is-
sure it's cheaper.
I gave the first three same order. I gave them all 3.5s.
Yeah.
I gave 2.75 on the banana.
Yeah.
Oh, banana was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't care for the banana.
You get one more.
I don't like
napkin.
bananas in general.
Like I like
so-
bananas by themselves, but not like banana flavored things.
Yeah,
I
it's
will
like
say
you get
this.
up in the morning and get the coffee on. You know, it's like, fuck it, throw a banana.
Crush
in
the
there.
banana in there.
I
Yeah,
will say this:
you know.
most of the beer I've had that have the banana in it, I didn't particularly care for.
Yeah, there's like a banana bread one or something.
I
Yeah,
had
I'm not a
that
fan
the
of
other
that
day
one.
during the Super Bowl. It was okay,
Right.
but nothing to write home about.
Yeah, a lot of
There's a
people
couple
rave
others
about
in
that
it.
one. I'm like,
Real
Yeah.
quick, while we're here, what did we think of the Super Bowl?
it was a fun
I
game.
thought it was a good game.
That was a fantastic game. Were you
fantastic
It was a
halftime.
really
were
good
you offended by the halftime show?
I love the
Not at
halftime
all.
show.
I thought it was a great show.
game. Not at all.
I thought it was good.
I mean, outside of like, they're not actually performing, but
I mean, they danced and their music.
that
was
yeah,
good.
it's just like
Yeah,
Shakira.
But then
I've always
again-
been impressed with Shakira. Like since she like made it to the states,
And there are
'cause
two
she actually
people that-
plays all of her instruments.
Yeah, there's two people that are like, I can give a pass if they're lip singing a Super Bowl because the Super Bowl is not easy to quick it up, set up, and do it.
But I got to tell you something. I got news for you. Even Whitney Houston
Yeah,
was pre-recorded.
Well, they all do.
The Red Hot Chili
They
Peppers said
all do
Yeah.
it.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers said on record
won't let them play.
We were not playing our
And the
instruments.
reason they do that, they're let me backtrack.
They want it to be
people
the
don't
best-
Start,
They want to be
Start
perfect.
fucking jumping
They
on us
wanted
on
to.
YouTube.
They wanted to sound perfect for the show.
They do it to avoid problems.
Yes.
They're singing. The mics are dead.
Yeah.
So Whitney Houston sang the national anthem, but what you heard was the pre-recorded track.
Yes.
She was singing, the mic was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with I think the last person, the article I read, the last person that did a live performance for a halftime for a Super Bowl was Lady Gaga. She absolutely refused to do a pre-recorded track.
She's an animal.
That's
I
why
would
like
too
her, yeah.
if I were in that situation.
And
Like,
that's when she
well,
was singing as they were lowering her down. That was not pre-recorded.
Well, when,
I believe that's the last one to do that.
When the Chili Peppers did it with Bruno Mars a few years ago, and everyone gave them shit about not being plugged in, they're like giving Flea shit about playing bass, not plugged in. Like, it's Flea. He's like one of
Yeah.
the best bass players out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's like, yo, we're not allowed to play.
Yeah.
It's like, that's how it goes. It's all, we're playing the backing tracks because they want a perfect show. Only the
Yeah.
vocal mics were live at that time.
Yeah. And it's just like, I just thought it was a very, and people are like, that's not their culture. It's 100% their culture. Like, it was a fantastic,
It's Miami's culture.
it was a fantastic show. It was so good. And they're both
these-
talented performers.
Look, I'm a huge classic rock guy. I'm a huge classic rock guy. Classic rock bands are not going to do the Super Bowl
No.
because the Super Bowl doesn't have to attract that age group. Those people are already going to watch the Super Bowl. And and who wants to see? I love classic rock, but I don't want to see somebody on stage who should be collecting fucking Social Security.
The Who was not a good halftime show. And I love the Who.
I'm with you. They don't
They're way
they don't
too
deserve to be on a halftime show.
I mean, it would be cool to see AC/DC once.
Yeah,
It'd be cool to have
even
them like
AC/DC,
mash up
though.
with somebody.
Yeah.
It's not even
Aerosmith
AC/DC.
and NSYNC, I thought was a fun halftime
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be cool. Like, that's what was cool. Like, the Bruno Mars Chili Peppers thing was
Yeah.
a cool mashup.
And Bruno Mars he could play almost any instrument you put in front of his face too.
Well, so like Shakira, like she actually, I saw like on Guitar World posted a thing like Shakira's guitar collection or something like that, and all the like neckbeards are like, man, she can't freaking play. And it's like Shakira played like all of the instruments on like all of her first albums.
She's a beast.
Yeah.
And she's fucking
43.
43? Listen,
Yeah.
Heidi, I love you, but Jesus
Dude,
Christmas.
I've had a thing for Shakira since like day one.
Yeah, anybody
she-
who says they should get the old music performers on stage for the Super Bowl, J-Lo's 50.
She looked fucking great.
So there's
And
your old performer.
Realistically, this is the best time for them to do the Super Bowl because I don't want to see them in 20 years from now. I mean, realistically, I don't know what virgin they're drinking their blood. They look fantastic, but
Elizabeth Bathory.
this is the best time to do it. Like, get them now.
Absolutely.
I did think a few times, I'm like, what year is this? Because it's like, like all these like mid 2000 songs.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Heidi
hold
kept
on.
saying the whole time, please, Cardi B, come out because she likes Cardi B. I was like, people can't handle Shakira and J-Lo. Could you imagine if Cardi B hit the stage?
And then like Ali G came out.
Yeah.
Who was the dude that actually did that rap? And he was,
I don't know his name, but he's a very popular
It
Hispanic
was Bad
rapper.
Bunny and what the hell was the other guy?
I didn't know who the hell the
I don't
other guy
remember.
was.
I can't remember his
didn't
name.
know.
I don't know Spanish, but Spanish to rap music sounds fucking awesome. It smells awesome.
No, I thought it was great. Like I'm like all the people complaining about it. I'm like, what? Like they're like, oh, it's too provocative. I'm like, the performers aren't the ones with
No.
the
Janet
camera.
Jackson showed her tit on
I'll tell
stage,
you
and
what.
Katy Perry shot fireworks at her tits.
I'll tell you what.
Just saying.
Shakira could slide into the camera with her legs spread any day of the week for me. I don't have a problem.
But here's the thing: yes, obviously they had probably sexual undertones to their music, but it's Latin music.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen the joke where a Latin guy takes your girl dancing and he's fucking dry humping her because that's their style of dance?
Dry humping.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Dry humping.
Don't have a
Yeah.
problem with it.
No, I didn't think it was anything. Like it was like
It's
I love the meme
entertainment.
that was like moms in 2019, Adam Levine like hearts for eyes.
Yeah.
Moms in 2020. This is terrible. This is not for children.
Yeah, fucking
You know what?
stupid.
It's like anything else.
And
you
Adam
don't like
Levine's
it?
like the biggest tool
Leave the
bag on
room.
the face of the earth.
Listen, you could have
Turn the
watched.
channel.
You could have watched Halftime Heat and watched Roman Reigns wrestle.
Watch the fucking puppies.
Yeah, I don't know, but that'll do it. That'll do it for Bangin' Beers. Ben, you got anything to plug?
I did my plugs.
You're not going to plug Not... All right, well, Jason, you plug Not Cool, because every Not Cool, he jumps ahead of you and takes Bangin' Beers, so... You just did a really good episode, so if that's
I
funny.
feel bad plugging my own stuff, you know? Like, you know.
I get you. I'm the same way. But hey, see these two guys across from me? They're both on a show called Not Cool in High School. Ben just did a topic on Neo Geo and SNK, old video games. You can go back and check that out. And Jason just did an episode on Chick Chacks. So you're like, what the fuck is a Chick Chack? I have one. It's somewhere over there. But you know those little comic books you see? They're like they're little rectangles, and it has like God's watching you masturbate.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're like religious comic books. He has probably the biggest collection on the planet.
well,
nice.
and not the biggest, but
He has one of the
I have
most.
a modest collection.
He has a very all right. Put it
A
this
decent collection in the Schuylkill County area.
way. No,
No, I have
in the world,
I think
no.
I rule school cocaine.
No.
Well, you're fucking underselling
thing.
yourself.
Here's the
I'm
thing. Here's
kind
the-
of like moderating it.
Here's the thing. I went on to different Chick Chack pages and I fucking said, hey, can you guys check this out? Because, like, this guy I do a podcast with has this collection. You should check it out. He did the history of it. It's climbing almost to 100 plays for
Nice.
us. And every single person that watched it is like, your fucking collection is out of this world. He may have one of the best collections going. And not only that, he fucking found a way to contact this dude before he passed away and has personalized fucking art and autographs. And this guy didn't do that for people.
That's awesome.
I was lucky there.
Yeah. like this guy, like going back, like I'm not going to spoil it because I want you to go listen to it, but like this dude was secretive. People didn't know who he looked like until after he died because he was super like, and Jason wrote his secretary and worked this whole thing out where he sent him fucking exclusive art that no one in the planet has.
That's awesome.
Google Chick Chacks and look up exclusive art or original art. It doesn't exist. Jason fucking has it.
You know, I will say I love original art. I mean, I really do. Like if I could draw or do anything, it would be, you know, draw art or create art. I can't do it, you know. But I love art. I really do. And thankfully, today Here's a little exclusive. So since December, I think like 13th or something, from Germany, okay? Today it finally arrived. My shirt, I have the original art.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I got the Municipal Waste album cover.
From the original artist.
Yeah, from Germany. Nice. It took like fucking 2 months to get here, but it's here.
They
That's
are
awesome.
going on
It's-
tour with Black Dahlia Murder and Testament.
Yeah. I own this art is sitting like literally
awesome.
this art, original art. No other the original art is at my house right now.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
He has cool shit, man.
Yeah.
Nice. I have an original Bishop I need to like reframe.
When I went to the show and they had the Hand of Lucifer one there with the hand with coming through the grave, I put my tickets in and I didn't fucking win it, but it was such a cool
I have, when Bishop first started painting, I have a 3-tiered painting. It's like a heart with like zombie hands and stuff coming through it. That like on
He's so
acrylic.
good.
I have
He's
it
so
up.
fucking
I gotta get it framed.
But I
like,
did see-
it was one of the first ones he put out. Like he did.
Yeah.
Municipal Waste at Neshaminy Creek with fucking napalm.
Oh my
death.
God, I wanted
It
to go
was
to that so bad.
Amazing.
When I found out about it, it was already sold out. I was like, no.
Dude, we went there. They did like that's the beer I brought you, the Municipal Waste beer and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my God, it was. I mean, I've seen Napalm Death like 3 times now, but dude, it was like it's like in their brewery.
Yeah.
It's, like,
it's
in
awesome.
the back.
I
you
like
know?
watching you
It
get
was-
excited over stuff. It's
No,
fun.
it was awesome, man.
I wanted to go to that so
I was
bad.
I was like first or second row at Municipal Waste. Dude. My friend, he bailed. He got kicked in the head. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to stand aside. I'm like up there. I'm like, oh my God.
I went to a concert. I thought Ben get kicked in the head because he went out like he was punch drunk. He was just regular drunk.
dude, but
You lost your
that
feet.
that was zombie drunk.
I will say no. Neshaminy Creek was
bad.
They are awesome, man.
Yeah.
Dude, what's sick of it all was there too, right?
Yeah. I was sick of it all. Napalm Death, Municipal Waste, and there might have been one other band. But dude, the Neshaminy Creek does such fucking awesome stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
we got to go there sometime because that was
Yeah.
really cool, man.
Yeah, when I like that show, I swear it was sold out when I found out about it. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it, this would be amazing.
it was so good.
So I had a lot of people message me and say, "Hey, if you let these episodes go a little longer, we'll be happy. Your request is granted because I was going to stop this at a minute 20, an hour 20, and we're just hit over 2. So, do you got anything to plug, Dan?
I don't.
Nothing, Andy.
Hopefully, we're getting the rest of the Hands Resist EP finished up by the end of the month.
Cool,
Awesome.
And
So
then
hope-
we will have possibly new intro
Potentially.
music. Yeah.
I thought we were writing a theme song though.
We'll just use we'll use Hands Resist first, and then we'll.
But
we'll
we have some guitar tracks to finish up and some vocals because, unfortunately, like I can't do vocals all in one day,
Yeah.
especially that type of music. Well, because like I need a break. Like I can't restring my voice, so and like going all out on the recording to make it the best. Like I'm not always using the best technique and everything.
Yeah.
So, but we have that Faith in Exile. We have like 2 new songs
I
written.
gotta pee so bad. Go ahead.
And then
Nice segue.
might have an acoustic project coming up too.
Yeah. So next episode you're going to see on interviews is iRock Radio. I sat down with a guy, Jay. Jay Hunter. He does a internet radio show out of Harrisburg. So he plays all rock music. So go check him out. He's been asking me to do like a guest spot thing and I said, I'll do it, but you got to sneak a couple of my local boys in there. So hopefully we'll see what we can do. And then after that, you'll have James Denare. He was on the show a couple times. He's going to talk about a book he's writing, like a fantasy war book. You can check that out. And then that's going
I think Jimmy's working on a metal album.
yeah,
too.
and he's working on some music too. Yeah, we talked about that as well. I think that's the end of this month when it comes to interviews. Am I wrong? Yeah, that'll be it. And then and then another cool episode. Just go check out the rest of the content. If you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button. Help us out. Let's
Hit
get
the
that
bell.
up. Hit the bell. Hit the subscribe. Go buy some merch. If you don't want to buy merch and you want to help us get to our donation pastor, there is a donation button. You can throw some bucks in there and that'll go towards our laptop fund so we can keep making cool content. But like I said, we have a lot of cool stuff coming. We have 4 breweries that are willing to go, and that's not even the end. I'm in contact with like 8 breweries, so we have a lot of cool stuff that could be lined up.
There's a lot of stuff
If you want to
coming.
see some more gimmicky beer, let us know and I'll try and hunt it down.
Ben, let's just get this. Let's drink the stuff that's in the fridge first.
Don't worry, we'll get
Fucking Ben is just
always get
fridge
around
full
to it.
again.
We have enough of 4 or
he's
5
kill-
shows.
Ben's like
He showed
3
up with
weeks
this-
ahead.
Did you see this orange cooler? This is what he showed up with. Yeah.
So the little one's full?
No, we have room.
Okay.
Why do you have
More than
stuff?
enough
No,
room.
I don't have anything.
Bring stuff. We should do another Cortland episode. Do they have new stuff?
On tap, yeah.
Well, when can. Doesn't really help us on tap.
No,
I have growlers. I have a ton of glass growlers.
They don't have any. I don't think they have
upstate,
anything new in cans.
Did they get
but,
Did they get stickers in yet? Grab us a sticker.
I still it's at the house.
Fucking killing me.
Your other stickers at the house. The first order are at the house. I forgot to bring them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. So you ordered the new order too. So the new order's pins.
The first order was Bangin beer stickers.
Yes, and then the stuff that we talked about
was interviews with other everyday people stickers.
No, they're pins.
I ordered that. Maybe that. Then I'll cancel that order.
It was just. Did you click the link I told you?
The link last link you sent me was
pins.
for stickers.
It was for pins. So if you order it, it's pins coming. All right.
No, I'm telling you, they're fucking stickers.
Sticker pins.
Dear God.
Sticker pins. Anyway,
I'll cancel the order and we'll redo it before we go 3 fucking hours talking about whether we got.
We're just going to argue about stickers or pins for the next 45 minutes.
I don't get to see my dad that much. He lives far away. All right, see you guys. This is. I'll actually push the button. Well, Ben, hit number 2 because you were so excited to push it.
Boom.
All right, see, there's the beer cracking. See you guys.